my parachute jump. Don't suppose there's a doctor in the house.
Well, that's where you suppose wrong. So let's have a look at that leg.
Well, what do you know? Not only friends from home, but a doctor.
Well, I'm not a doctor, but I can take care of a broken leg if that's all that's bothering you.
Well, if you can do that, by the way, my name's Johnny North.
Lieutenant Johnny North, huh? Oh, you do the induction, Doc. I'll have a look at this leg.
Yeah, well, I'm Doc Long, A1 Detective Agency Hollywood, and the fellow who's examining your leg is Jack Packard, my sidekick. Very happy to know you.
Huh? Fracture, all right. Lucky you didn't break your ankle outright.
Yeah, I guess so. Couldn't be any more painful, though.
That's right. Uganda, can you take Doc someplace where he can get something I can use as splints?
Please?
Here's some light wood that we can use to set this ankle. Hold it in place of those men.
Oh, yes. You come with me, Doc Long.
Well, just a minute. I didn't finish my introduction. This here's Jeremiah, firm of the San Felipe Atapan. How do you do, sir? I'm very pleased to meet you.
Come on, Doc. We will get the split wood.
Which is very kind of you to say, my lad, but as to whether I can return the compliment, I cannot say.
Hold still now.
Well, I'm very sorry about that if I'm imposing.
Imposing? How about that, Jeremiah?
Imposing fiddlesticks. A man in need is never an imposition. That's not the point. What I want to know is, what is an officer of the United States Army doing flying over this particular section of the state of Venezuela?
Don't answer that if you don't feel like it.
Well, I'm assigned to an American flying unit in Venezuela. This morning I got off my course, and the next thing I knew, I was over strange territory.
Strange is right.
Oh, balls of fire, friend, if you can't tell what direction you're going, what's the purpose of flying around in those airplane contraptions? Will you answer me that?
Watch it now. This may hurt.
Well, most of the time we know where we're going. Oh. Hey, what are you doing?
There. Yeah, I've got the bone back where I want it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Laying here, took off the top of my head. Why don't you saw the leg off and be done with it?
Well, worst is over now.
Taking advantage of a man when he's making light conversation.
Well, it's over now. Think about something else.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, by the way, who's that cute girl with you? What did you call her? Uganda?
That's right.
We'll be leaving her out of the conversation, if you please.
What he is an old hen, aren't you, Jeremiah?
You never mind about that. Just tell that young fellow to keep off the subject of Uganda if he knows what's best for him.
He didn't mean anything.
Well, that's true. I got interested. I meant nothing offensive.
I got no doubt you're telling the truth. Nevertheless, we'll let the matter stand as it is.
Do Doc and Uganda have to go far for wood, Jeremiah?
Yes, to that I wouldn't know. This being a part of the world I've never been in before. But it shouldn't be long, I would say.
There, Uganda. We're on the edge of the lake again.
Yes, but on the opposite side of the lake. The great cavern, which starts where we dived in on the other side, runs under the floor of the lake. And now here we are on the opposite side.
Yeah. I wonder if we could get some of them big reeds out down at the water's edge.
By wading, we can get them.
Well, then let's wade. See my sandals on the dry land.
Yes, that is good.
Now then. Boy, it sure is a sky full of stars and a big moon beside. See out here almost like early daylight.
Yes, it is so beautiful.
First time I've been on a midnight swimming party since I was knee-high to a diaper. Okay, now, this ought to do. Yeah, these are swell. Wonder if I can break a couple of them off. Cut fiber. Use my cup and my back and my sand spot on the other side of the lake. There.
Oh, you are a strong man in the hands, Doc Long.
You think so, huh? Now, this is all we need. This one reed's long enough to make 3 or 4 splints out of it. Well, come on, let's way back.
Doc Long?
Yeah?
This thing which you started to tell me about love.
Yeah?
Please tell me more.
Now, looky, honey, I reckon I've got too much already.
Why do you think that?
Well, the way Jeremiah lit into me, he didn't like the bed.
Oh, Jeremiah is only Jeremiah. There, that was a nice wave.
Yeah, now, where'd I leave my sandals?
Here they are.
Yeah.
This love at first sight which you talked about.
Honey, when you get old enough and mature enough for such things, you ain't going to have to be told. Wasn't you the one that's giving Jack and me the song and dance about nobody being able to teach anybody anything?
Oh, yes. One must learn of his own permission.
Well, that's how it is about girl and boy love. Nobody can tell you about it. You open your heart and he opens his heart, and first thing you know, you're both up to your armpits in Cupid's arrows, and here comes the bride.
You are wonderful, Doc Long.
No kidding.
Yes, I do not know half what you talk about, but just because you are wonderful, I think.
For further adventures
This is Jack and Jock. We'll come to you tomorrow at the same hour. When you hear Jack say, "You mean we've got another test to go through?"
Yes, I'm afraid so.
What's this one going to be like?
The next test will be to cross the lake of darkness.
That built a fire, and then went into the bushes, and presently returned with the freshly killed carcass of a small animal, which looked like a cross between a possum and a kangaroo. Cooked over the campfire, the meat was white and tender and succulent. And now, having eaten, the boys relaxed in front of the embers of the fire.
Oh, boy, that's what we've been through today. I could lay my head back and sleep like a baby.
Oh, listen, my boy. That's what night's for. I can do with a night of sleep myself.
Jeremiah, tell me something.
Whenever you start out that way, you think maybe I can't answer you. But go ahead, Jack. Go ahead.
It's 1,000-foot level plateau we're on now. The animals on it are distinctly of some ancient period in history.
That's right. Yes, sir. No doubt about it.
Yet they're not anything like the animals we saw up on the Great Plateau itself.
True.
Well, I've been wondering if there's any design to this. I mean, in different places, we seem to find a different period in the history of animal life. And the same thing applies to human life. This afternoon, while we were climbing that spider web up the face of the cliff, we looked across and saw the cliff dwellers. Last time we were up here, we saw the ape man. And in another place, we saw signs of more advanced men. What I want to know is, what's the meaning of all this up here?
That I do not know. But as to the life on this plateau, I can tell you this much. The higher intelligence has taken it upon itself to perpetuate and keep to itself plant, animal, and human life in its various forms down through the history of the world.
You mean they're actually living every stage of man's development from the beginning of the human being?
And the same with animal life and plant life. The table land we have crossed today represents a definite period in the history of the world.
Yes, we've seen strange animals and plants, but nothing of human life.
Somewhere on this plateau is man in some stage of his development. If I'm not mistaken, man was a very meager creature in this particular era.
Oh, you don't know what period we're in.
I do not. But I must tell you that this whole great plateau is one vast museum of natural history. It's been kept for a complete record of the world, when all men shall be ready to receive such information.
Now, this higher intelligence doesn't seem to think that we're ready yet.
Does it seem likely, with the world outside spending every bit of its time and effort and wealth and intelligence in finding new and more gruesome ways of destroying each other?
Yes, I get your point.
But you think the world's ever going to be any better than it is?
I cannot say for that, but as it will grow better, or it will finally destroy itself completely.
And then what?
When the last two civilized people out there in the world today have finally clawed each other to death, then I think it is likely that the higher intelligence will probably loose some of their finer specimens of mankind into the outer world and start a newer and better breed of human beings.
It's very interesting. In other words, this lost plateau may be the place from which a new race of mankind will germinate sometime in the future.
As it has done in the past.
What's this?
How do you suppose the world was repopulated after the great continent of Atlantis sank beneath the ocean? Who do you suppose gave human life a new start after the continent of Wu was obliterated? Who gave man a new start when the great flood mentioned in the Bible swept human life from the earth?
You mean each time the higher intelligence up here on the lost plateau planted new humans on the earth?
The seed of man, like the seed of any cultivated crop, grows weak and puny and sterile in time and must be renewed from somewhere.
Doggone, Jack. Can you imagine lying out here by a campfire under the sky full of stars and listening to stuff like that?
Well, the monk who came to us and made the deal for this expedition said we were destined to come up here. He said our business had been foretold in the stars long before we knew we were coming.
If he said so, you can put your mind to rest. That is so.
You believe in foretelling the future by astrologers?
Oh, astrology is something people in the outside world monkey with and don't know what they're doing. So mostly I wouldn't put much faith in it myself.
Well, they claim to read the stars.
Claiming it and doing it are a couple of different matters. Those in the higher place claim nothing. They say nothing. Hey, just go ahead and tell you what's going to happen when it's to your best advantage to know.
Just who are these folks in the high place, Jeremiah?
I have never seen them.
Was this emissary that come to see us in Hollywood one of them?
I should judge from what you say that he might be some very important wise man on the outer fringe of the high place.
Oh, just sort of a office boy, you might say.
You might have said.
Jeremiah, look up there in the furnace. Hey, somebody in a white robe. They're coming this way.
Crazy, now what?
You know who it is?
It's that minx of a girl in Uganda.
Well, sure it's Uganda. Hi, honey. Where the heck did you come from, and where you been?
You see here, Uganda.
Of course we'll help Uganda. What do you want us to do?
Now, just a minute, Uganda. I have my definite orders.
Well, you don't have to beg me, Doctor. You keep out of this. If I want to help Uganda, this is between Uganda and Jeremiah. Let him talk.
You haven't told us what it is you want, Uganda. Airplane? No such things are allowed over the Great Black Road.
What happened, Uganda?
I was watching. A great pteranodon came up out of the woods and attacked this strange bird.
What the heck's a pteranodon?
A giant flying reptile.
Oh, yes. And they came together up there, and there seemed to be a great splintering of wood and fire in the air. And then something dropped from the strange bird. And presently a great white cloud appeared. It was like a beautiful white flower suddenly bloomed in the sky.
Parachute.
And I was there. This flower was a man. And when it came down to earth, he was fair and beautiful, and he was hurt. So that I gathered him up in my arms and hid him away.
You can't do that, Uganda. You know you can't do that.
And I had done it.
You mean you picked up a full-grown man and carried him?
I could not take him far, but I left him where he will not be found. And then the wife called help me keep him out.
That is forbidden.
Just a minute, Jeremiah. From what Uganda says, it sounds to me like this might be a flyer from my own country. If he's hurt, we ought to do what we can for him.
He was not supposed to be over the Great Black Road. Having been brought to earth, he must be turned over to those in the high place.
No, he is mine. I have found him.
The high ones are quite right, Uganda. You're a young spirit, a headstrong soul. You have many lives to live before you will be trusted.
He is young. He is handsome. He is mine.
But, Jeremiah, what harm can there be in offering you leave? If for some reason he must be turned over to some authority later, why can't it be done then? Yeah, why are we standing here arguing for now?
Jeremiah, for me, please.
Oh, please take me for an old fool. Yes. How far is this place?
Oh, that's right. Over there at the gate where you hear the flag. Come, I'll show you.
I'll walk up ahead with you, honey.
Yes, but we must hurry.
Don't be fired with a woman can make trouble.
Oh, don't take it so big, Jeremiah.
That's certainly moving. No wonder I've never been allowed to live on the high plain. Always led around by the nose. The hermit of San Felipe Atabapoal, and the hermit of San Felipe Atabapoal always be.
Well, I wouldn't say that's such a hard slice of it offhand. Well, I didn't realize there was a lake this close to our camp.
Yes, hidden by the grim bushes.
Jack, wait. What's the matter? Where's Uganda? Jack, she said, take off your clothes and follow me. There'll be other clothes for you down below. And then she dropped off this white robe and dived straight down into the lake. She did what? Look, here's a rope to prove it. She's been gone for 2-3 minutes now. She must have gone somewhere. Here, Jeremiah, what are you doing?
This roaming.
Did you going to dive into that lake?
You boys were the ones who were so keen on following Uganda. Well, so all right. Slip off and let's follow her.
Honest to my grandma. Hey, Jamie, you are. So much huge. Now, what are we supposed to expect at the bottom of this lake?
There must be some place fit for human habitation down there.
Bottom of a lake? Sounds like a hangout for a school of mermaids.
Just where did she die from, Doc?
Right where you're standing, almost exactly.
Very well. Follow me down.
Well, Uganda and Jeremiah can dive into a pitch black lake in the middle of the night. What are we waiting for?
the afternoon, high on the mysterious Lost Plateau, somewhere in Venezuela, South America. Doc and Jack have been separated in the great cathedral. Doc has been taken to an inner council chamber in the harem, where he has met the Great Mother. It has been explained that he was brought to the Lost Plateau in order to be tested for consideration as the chosen husband of Uganda. But Doc objects to the whole idea, even after he's told that the marriage will be terminated at the end of the year. Finally, he's sent back to talk to Jeremiah the hermit, who was the chosen one before him and who is Uganda's father. And when Jeremiah's arguments also failed, Doc and Uganda were guided to a secluded corner of the Great Plateau, and then left alone in the most beautiful valley which Doc's world-traveled eyes ever had seen.
Man, oh man, talk about fairyland. Trees like I ain't never seen before. And look at them meadows. Who lives here anyhow?
No one at this particular time. No one but the gardeners in whose care it has been entrusted.
Well, I can say one thing. Looks to me like there's a lot of beauty around here that's sort of going to waste.
No, it all has its purpose, and that part will be made clear to you as we go along.
Hey, that's the music again. Coming out of nowhere. That's the kind we heard on the Rainbow Bridge. And looky, it's bringing the birds, or the birds are bringing the music or something.
The birds are coming to welcome us here.
And they're all white, like white doves.
Yes. And they live in those ivory towers across the meadow where the trees beyond.
Yeah? White doves and ivory towers? You wouldn't be hoorooing me, would you?
Oh, no. Stand quietly, Doc, when they come, because many of them will ride on my shoulders. That is always the manner in which they say they're welcome. My little son. Yes, you are beautiful, all of you. Hear them, Doc. Hear how they sing for us.
Sing for us? No, I don't hear nothing.
That's their song. Can you not hear their singing?
Are you kidding? Well, I can hear you. I can hear that harp music when it comes and goes. But honest to Pete, honey, I can't hear no birds sing. Well, what's the matter?
Oh, but that cannot be so. Please, you're a gent.
Honest to my grandma, Uganda, if I can hear a bird sing, I'll eat.
But I do not understand. Go, my baby.
And away they scatter. Gee, it looks like a snowstorm at the sun.
Doc, you're here beside you among these flowers.
In the flowers?
Mm-hmm.
Well, but I don't even...
Here, just down beside you. There. Please listen. Now how I can feel your face. See? Everything is sweet and lovely grows in our valley. Everything.
That includes a lot of flowers I never saw before. Look, this one isn't exactly white, yet it really isn't pink. Sort of maybe crazy.
Yes, like a baby sheep. And that's what we call it, the sheep flower. And there's no flower in the valley whose fragrance is so delicate. Here, I'll pick this one. See for yourself.
No, I guess it's too delicate for this old nose. I can't smell things.
Doc, if you couldn't hear my birds sing, and you can't smell my flowers, maybe then the keenness of your senses lies only in the tongue. Maybe then you're one who can taste the hidden sweetness of the master fruit.
The master fruit? What's that?
Come, I will show you.
Okay, to walk on the grass.
Oh, yes.
But about this here master fruit.
The master fruit is the first fruit from which all other fruit in the world is descended. It is like a melon. It is like apples and peaches and pears. And yet it is different. Here, this is a ripe one. See? Comes off in your hand. Then you break it open like this. And here, take this piece and taste.
It looks like it. Like peppermint sherbet or something. But I guess that hidden sweetness you talked about is hidden just a little too deep as far as I'm concerned.
No, don't taste anything.
Nothing, just like so much cotton. No, I'd have to be awful hungry to eat much of that and enjoy it. Hey, now, what's this about? What's kind of a test have you got cooked up for me next?
Oh, Doc, nothing is right.
Ears bad, nose out of kilter, tongue calloused. But say, my eyes are good. I can see those black thunder clouds piling up over yonder at the edge of the valley. Maybe we better look for a place to keep us dry.
There's no need for that.
But, honey, unless it's one of those mirages, that's just about as mean a pile of thunder headstock I've ever seen.
Never have rain and thunder and lightning been felt in this valley. Never have the clouds come any closer than you see them now, Doc.
Really? But what keeps them there? The wind must blow this way once in a while.
Doc, this place is called the Valley of Enchantment. Jeremiah and my mother lived here when I was born. And I will live here when my daughter in turn is born. I will live with the chosen one for a year.
And I am the chosen one.
Such has been decreed.
Uganda, let's walk down the path here, you mind?
Yeah.
I can usually work things out better when I'm walking.
It shouldn't be so hard to work things out, as you say, in the midst of such beauty as this. If we find these desirable.
Well, I can understand that. Here, perhaps the fellow could lose his head over a gal while he's snapping his fingers, but that isn't the point.
You haven't answered me.
Well, you're lovely, Uganda. If I'd never thought of it before, I'd have known it today.
I could give you great happiness, Ruth. That I am sure.
Are you?
I couldn't be anything else. It is written in the stars.
Don't you see something in them stars about that young fellow you met named Lieutenant Johnny North, that American flyer lost in the Great Plateau? You will, I think. You look far enough. Or maybe it's deep enough. We were talking about him yesterday in the cathedral, remember?
And I told you then that I am a child of destiny. And my destiny is linked by marriage to you in this valley.
You're so young, Uganda. I've been around with lots of girls. I've even been engaged. I'm not the kind to make a kid like you happy. Honest, you want Johnny North.
No matter what we say, it all comes back to the same thing. I was born to marry the chosen one. And the chosen one is you. That is my destiny. And even as the music, the birds, the flowers all harmonize in this valley, so would our lives harmonize here too. I am convinced of that. Doc,
Yes, Uganda?
look upon me, not as a princess, not as someone from a different land, but as a woman who is...
Altogether too old for the years. Put too much faith in that business of reading the stars.
Doc, wrong. You leave it all for me to say. I do not understand you.
Hey, looky here. Look. Well, what do you know? A stream of splashing water that don't make a sound.
You hear nothing?
Not a darn tinkle.
I do not know why. We must cross the brook.
Well, that suits me. Come on, I'm going to carry you across.
Oh, but Doc, I am able to cross this brook
Not
myself.
when you're with a gent from the old South. You see those rocks there? I'll just step across from rock to rock. It'll be easy. Come on.
If you wish.
Up we go. There. Now tell me, did anybody ever carry you over a brook before?
No, never before.
Just hang on tight. That's all there is to it. Hang on, the rock's slipping.
Oh, yes.
Anybody ever tell you how light you are?
No, no one.
Yeah. Well, you are. Just as light as a downy feather. And there we are.
It wasn't a very wide brook, was it?
You're a funny one. So young and yet so old.
I have never had a man's arms around me like this before.
Won't you be wrong? Like this.
I've been waiting for you to say that.
Well, honey, you're chosen. Another 30 feet.
Uganda, honey. In the first glorious rays of dawn near the headwaters of the Caroni River on the plains of San Felipe Atabapo to the southwest of the Great Lost Plateau of Venezuela, South America. And now the expedition, which took so long and expended so much effort to reach the island in the sky, has reversed itself. Doc and Jack with Jeremiah left the cathedral of the ancient one. Yesterday they trekked to the beautiful iron forest where first they met Uganda, and last night camped at the very spot where they first found Jeremiah and Saul of Tarsus. And now at 6 o'clock this morning, they are again on the banks near the headwaters of the River Caroni. And back again is the breed Spanish and Indian woman and the 6-oar war canoe of the stalwart Indians, which will take the boys back down the river to the Orinoco and the jungle town of Ciudad Bolivar.
Yeah, once we reach this Ciudad Bolivar village, we're back on the fringe of civilization.
Oh.
When are you supposed to start back?
Well, as soon as we have a cup of coffee with Jeremiah and the Indians get our equipment in the canoe.
Let's go over and talk to Jeremiah. We ain't going to see much more of him.
He begins to grow on you after a while.
Yeah, I like him a lot. Doggone it, Jeremiah, it's going to be hard leaving you behind.
And it's going to be hard staying behind, lad. 30 days after a day, the weeks we've had together. It's going to be a dismal business going back to my cave at the foot of the Rainbow Bridge with nothing but this lantern brought son of the earth about for company.
What about Uganda? You still have her.
Well, I know.
Well, won't you? She seems to be all over the forests and plains of San Felipe Atabapo.
Yeah, it will be different now, I'm thinking. Now that the Highlands have granted her the right to wed that flying lad, Johnny North, there'll be little time in her thoughts for an ancient fellow the likes of me.
I don't believe that. Uganda is too fond of you. Besides, she's your daughter. So what the heck? You got as much to say about what she does as anybody.
That is not true, my boy. Uganda belongs to the Great Plateau. Uganda is one of them up there in the high place. I am an outlander like yourself, down here on the plains of Atabapo.
Just the same, Uganda's not going to let you down. You'll see.
Would you like to hear me confess something, lad?
Huh?
It was the greatest disappointment of my whole life that you did not marry the girl yourself.
Well, Jeremiah, I just couldn't. I've never been able to look myself in a looking glass if I'd have done it. Besides, where could you hope to find a nicer fellow than Johnny North?
No, fit lad, I grant you, but it was not of that I was thinking.
Huh? Well, how you mean?
It was in my heart that you would spend a year required with Uganda in the Garden of Enchantment, as I did before you with her mother. And then I was hoping that perhaps you would come down here and join me on the plains of San Felipe.
And become a hermit, the same as you are?
Oh, no, my lad, what's the out of the way with that? It's a pleasant life, it's a free life, and you would not necessarily have to tie yourself up to a jackhouse as I have done to company. Well,
I could never do it, Jeremiah. I'm a city boy at heart. I was Texas born, but I got Hollywood in my blood, and, well, I had just naturally willed on the vine, being down here forever. Besides, I need him in my business.
Yes, you're a good pair. You work well together. It would be a crime and a shame to separate you.
Well, let's get the Indians are beginning to break up camp.
Well, that's right. They'll be ready to start in no time, huh?
You know something? There's only one thing I was hoping.
What would that be, lad?
Oh, I was hoping that maybe...
Hey, please be. It's Uganda.
Hey, Jack, that's wonderful. I was just going to say I was hoping that we'd get to see Uganda again, and there she pops up out on the prairie. Hiya, honey.
Oh, Doc, Lawrence, last time. I was so much afraid you would be gone before I arrived.
I thought we left you back up on the plateau.
Yeah, in the arms of that there handsome Florida boy.
Oh, but you did not think I would let my dear friends go until I had said goodbye? Jeremiah, you are not happy with me?
Now, you see here, Uganda. Will you be making up your mind who it is you're in love with? That Johnny North or my friend Doc Long here?
Oh, no, Jeremiah. That is all taken care of in a high place. It is Johnny North with whom I will marry.
Well, there's one thing you haven't thought about.
So what is this thing I have not thought about, Jack Packer?
Lieutenant Johnny North happens to be a flyer in the United States Air Force. I doubt very much whether he's going to be allowed a year's honeymoon.
Oh, but yes. The ones in a high place will make that all right.
You mean your top boys have got influence in Washington?
Well, here now, young woman.
Oh, but Jeremiah...
Take this bit of sausage and shove it in your mouth, and then perhaps you won't talk so much.
Oh, but Jeremiah, you make such a fuss.
And here's your coffee. And don't let it burn that pretty little tongue of yours.
I will say this, though, in spite of Jeremiah. The influence which the Great Ones had is felt everywhere upon the face of the earth. The emissaries of the higher intelligence are in every capital of the world. And they are so wise and so discreet that they hold many important positions close to the rulers in every nation of the earth.
Here, Brother. We pay no attention to the child. She's as full of squirrel grass as sawdust, passes, and toast.
You do not need to try to cover up for me, Jeremiah. I have special permission granted me to reveal certain matters to Jack Packard and Doc Long.
Special permission?
That is true. Because they were brought here erroneously, because they have proved themselves men of honor and discretion, it has been granted that I should tell them some of the things which they must wish to know.
Well, and could you answer me this? Were we anywhere close to the really great ones, the real higher intelligence, any time on our trip?
What? You were not.
Oh, no. Not even the Great Mother, who is my mother, knows quite where they are. Perhaps somewhere in the Cathedral of the Ancient One. Perhaps somewhere on an isolated portion of the Great Plateau. That is something which is hidden from everyone until he becomes a soul near to perfection and truth.
Let's see.
Hey, here comes that breed woman from the Indians.
Oh, then I must go.
No, go where?
Quick, send over that I may kiss you.
Not me. The last time we kissed, I done near got plowed under with a bolt of lightning.
Oh, but that was a wrong kiss, Doc. This time it is for the honest warmth of friendship.
Well, okay then.
There is much of greatness in you, Doc Long. May you one day find expression for the good which is in you. Jack Packard?
Yes?
Bend your forehead to me. Your kiss is because there is love between you and your friend, Doc Long. Perhaps it is through you that he will be guided to use the best that is within him. And now I must go. I will not see you again. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Will you look at her? Talk about your antelope.
I noticed she didn't say goodbye to you, Jeremiah.
She'll be waiting for Saul of Tarsus and me back in the woods, I have no doubt.
Well, why didn't she want to be near this Spanish Indian woman?
These people are superstitious. It is better they see as little as possible of things which they cannot understand.
Here she comes. Man, ain't she an ugly bundle of old skin and bones. Uh-oh, what's she stopping for?
Apparently wants us to follow her down to the boat.
Yes, lad. I think this must be the party of the waves.
Well, come on. You're going to walk down to the canoe with us, ain't you?
Oh, that I will, lad.
Well, Doc, you say that woman's a bag of bones, but if she didn't have her hair straggling down all about her face and she had on something besides an old Mother Hubbard, you'd think different. Look at her walking along ahead of us. That's about your physique.
I'd still prefer Betty Grable.
Well, now, this isn't a bad little craft. What time do you aim to start?
Now. We go now.
She wants us to get in.
See, to get in.
Well, Jeremiah, it's been a pleasure.
That it has, Jack. That it has. And great happiness to you. And you, Doc, you lanky, red-headed section. God love you.
God, Jeremiah. I don't know when I hated to part with anybody so much.
Oh, get along with you now before you have me howling like a banshee.
Now, get in.
Wouldn't you rather have us wait until you push the canoe into the water?
No, you get in.
Well, okay. They want to push the canoe off the beach with us in it. Why not? Some more of this. Sitting cross-legged in the bottom of the canoe. There.
Oh, it's enough now. Oh.
One more ought to do it.
Oh.
Yeah, there we are.
Into the boat. Let's go.
Doggone, look at everybody scrambling anyway.
civilization and home.
Jack and Doc will come to you Monday at this same hour when you hear Jack and Doc meet Sir Richard Coyle and the beginnings of a mysterious journey to a house in the middle of the jungle where murder, mayhem, and madmen run loose. Don't miss the next style of a mystery adventure called The Deadly Sin of Sir Richard Coyle. I Love a Mystery, written and produced by Carlton E. Morse, comes to you Monday through Friday, featuring Russell Thorson as Jack Packard and Jim Bowles as Doc Long, with Robert Dryden as the hermit, Sarah Fussell as Uganda, Inga Adams as the woman, and directed by Mel Bailey. This is Frank McCarthy speaking. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
Perform the task which is required of them. They have been brought to the great cathedral of the ancient ones. Here they saw the annual ceremony in which the Great Mother unveiled her face in the presence of her worshippers. The Great Mother, the symbol of procreation and fertility and continuity of life, was a majestic woman upon the throne. And then her daughter stood forth and dropped her veil. It was Uganda. When the ceremony was finished, Jack and Doc were separated. Jack under the care of the cathedral priest, while Jeremiah led Doc to a room that could have been the library of some medieval monk, or perhaps of someone so ancient as to be beyond the ken of modern man. Seated on the floor before a brazier of glowing coals was a figure in monk's robes.
Sit down. Well, come now. Sit down. I want to sit on that cold soft place. See what that tell you, Doc. Okay. Hold your tongue now. Praise your presence. I have brought them this far, as I was told to do. You have accomplished what is required of you, Jeremiah. Praise thee. This is our church. Once in the city of security, which you call Hollywood, once in the monastery of San Felipe, which is on the border of Atabapo, and now once more in the cathedral, which is called Vinci. Oh, could I ask one question? If you be Miss Wise, well, I want to know, with all the jewels and gold and riches you got around you, can't you afford a chair to sit on and some besides a charcoal bit of coat to keep you warm? Doc, you was quiet, Jeremiah. It is a sad commentary on the mind of modern man, that after all the magnificent experiences you have had in coming to high places, all your intelligence is concerned with physical health.
Well, sitting on the floor in front of a little pot of hot coals and the maple we can't sit on the floor. Are you going to stand? Sure. Okay, I asked a question. I'll keep sitting.
The man to witness the portion of the ceremony which has to do with the reason for your being returned to this high place. Undoubtedly, Jeremiah has told you that which was given him to tell. It is best that I elaborate upon that information. The Great Mother whom you saw unveil herself before the multitude tonight is the only woman permitted in the cathedral of the ancient one. That is she and her successor who is her daughter.
As we know, is Uganda.
The only reason even one woman is allowed within these sacred portals is that it is required in the book of life that there shall always be woman. There has been always, therefore, woman in the harem, which is the women's quarters of the cathedral. It's confined to those quarters except once a year on the occasion of the ceremony of the unveiling.
But what about Uganda?
Uganda is, as I have said, heir apparent to the golden throne of the Great Mother, and is the daughter of her who goes before.
Well, Jeremiah said that once every generation the Great Mother gives birth to a daughter.
That's true. One child is born to each generation, and that child is always a girl. Each daughter in turn inherits the throne from her mother.
So Uganda is going to be that Great Mother. That's true. But who's the father to this child?
No, Doc.
Or is that something higher intelligence prefer not to talk
There is a marriage ceremony if that is the direction in which your mind is working.
So when you get right down to it, this here great and holy order of the higher intelligence is nothing but a bunch of folks up here with a religion built around woman worship.
That's the Well, it is in truth we perfection. In a true sense, we do not worship, we pursue. It is our desire to so perfect our minds as to so subdue our physical selves, that we are capable of receiving and retaining truth and perfection within ourselves.
Well, do I understand you then to say that Great Mother is not very important in the scheme of things?
The Great Mother symbol has been perpetuated within the living man. But it is also true that those in the high place are occupied with numerous matters of interest and greater.
Hey, but what's all this got to do with me and that? Sure, you got a harem in this place, and another woman keeps being born every generation to sit on the throne. Okay, so what? Did you bring this thing down here from Hollywood just to tell us this great secret?
Where is your reverence?
Well, all this stuff just makes me sick. Don't it, Ray? Well, it's better. I feel just like I used to feel back in Texas when my mom used to drag us to camp. Somebody get up front and start yelling fire and brimstone at us, and all it ever done is just make me hard all over.
That is because you are together so done in the scheme of things that you have only a glimmering of understanding, when you have lived many more lives for growing comprehension and intellectual understanding.
Okay, if you say so.
Very well. Not long you will come with me. The rest of the way is forbidden to your friend Jack Hampton.
You mean you're taking me someplace to Jack won't go?
The rest of the way is forbidden.
Well, let's do it then.
Stop. You must have seen such a thing.
Well, I do say me and Jack come into this thing together, and we're going to finish it together.
Oh, no. You have a misconception of what lies before you. You will not be separated from your friends for long. When each of you awakes to a portion of the people that is open to only those who have been seeking
An interview with her.
I am not permitted. Go along with me, Max. Go along. It is one big place to stay.
You're sure Jack's going to be okay, Jeremiah?
You may put your trust safely in this one. I promise you.
Okay.
Then come with me.
I'll see you pretty soon, Jeremiah.
Be careful, my son.
Man, he's always making fun of me. Oh, it is. Didn't I hear what? There's a little strange boy running right about the car. You know, we're going to wait for that explanation. Right, no, he's got to finish the week. Okay, stay down. Fix myself. Stop. You ready? Get in. There. Okay, get down. Damn, not bad. That doesn't fall. Now you keep going to the sun. I think they'll take the bad boy in service. Where they come sit down, they will go your feet. There's a head a lot like they're starting to go.
Now that you reach to the helm, you can dry your feet. Don't swing to the women's quarters.
Well, they don't come. The women's quarters, huh? Can these boys understand? They cannot. And these are parts of my feet like they go bricks grass. Hey, I said they come down my foot.
Now then, we will leave our shoes here.
Walk around this place barefoot?
We go forward with our feet uncovered. We are now within the precincts of the helm.
Well, back home, they always talk about keeping you in and barefooted. Oh, there's another one.
Well, what do you call them? They are keepers of the helm.
What's that supposed to be?
That is to announce our arrival.
Hey, things is happening too fast for me. What's this job I've been chosen to do got to do with the women's quarters?
The way has been opened and the speed.
Them birds sounds like doggone canary festival. Be doggone. Hey, I'd know this was a harem the minute I stepped into the door.
Would you indeed?
Yeah, all that rich Oriental stuff.
That's what you call Oriental imperious coloring which the Eastern races have inherited from the ancient lands of Wu and Atlantis.
Well, it's still an Oriental harem to me. This place is big enough to claim different ostrich. And all these birds.
Oh,
Well done,
but I'm glad to see you once more. Why did you stop long and walk to this place?
We came here to talk to the Great Mother.
Yes, I know that. No one ever comes here to talk with me, except those who need open my mind to greater understanding. Only for me to turn my eyes in on myself, with the hope that I may add to the growth of my very own soul.
Well done.
Yes, Doctor?
Why didn't you tell us you was Princess? Maybe someday you sit on the throne as a great mother.
Doc Ron, you were allowed to see the unveiling last night. You were there.
Yeah. And, honey, there won't ever be anybody as beautiful as you were.
No. No, I understand. Now I know what Jeremiah meant when he said, you are the chosen one.
When you hear Uganda say,
I do not know how this can save my life.
Uganda, what is it? Signal for what?
You want to make an appearance before the great mother.
I'm on the Mystery, written and produced by Calvin E. Moore. Comes to you monthly through Friday, featuring Russell Thornton as Jack Packard and Jim Bolton as Doc Law. With Robert Dryden as Jeremiah.
Monday, June 1952.
This is Franklin Harvey speaking. Cathedral of the Ancient Ones, high up the Great North Plateau, somewhere in Venezuela, South America. Doc and Jack have been separated in the Great Cathedral. Jack and the hermit Jeremiah have been left behind in a bare, austere room lighted with pitches. Doc is taken forward, guided by the same monk who first came to them at Hollywood, and required them to make their second trip to the plateau. Their passage way through the winding labyrinth of the ancient structure has led them to the confines of the harem, or women's quarters, which is taken to the Great Mother. So the Great Mother is the symbol of womanhood and of fertility and of continuity of life. But still, Doc does not know why he's been brought all the way from Hollywood to the islands of the sky in Venezuela to face this majestic woman, this symbol, the Great Mother. In the outskirts of the harem quarters, the monk and Doc found Uganda with her birds from afar. The windows were open with a small, brilliant stone figure poured in and out as though it were their native wood. Uganda. First of all, it's not a kilometer.
Yes, Ron.
I've been left all alone. You man, and he's here harem quarters.
Oh, Doc, are you too afraid of that?
No, I reckon I'm very scared. Here's a hint out of the heart flutter from himself.
Oh, Doc, Ron, I do not know how you could have chosen wisely. There is honesty in your heart, and truth in your eyes, and on your lips. And there is gentleness in your nature. I do not know how we could have chosen more wisely.
Hey, young son.
Yes?
That funny look you've been giving me. Uganda, what is this business thing?
You will know soon. Well, that is the signal.
Huh? It's not for that.
That you had to make our place in the inner quarters.
Inner quarters, huh?
Yes, in the presence of the Great Mother.
Well, lead on, honey. Let's get this thing over with.
Yes, yes, Army.
I noticed all your little feathered friends huddled up like they were struck down when that gong rang.
Well, over here, you're not speaking to us, spoken to.
Lay it down, huh? Well, open it up. Let's go. That darn harp that we've heard on the Rainbow Bridge.
Tom. We must not approach the Great Mother, nor the wise one seated at her feet, until we are connected.
Uganda, my child, being the one who is good here.
It is done, Great Mother. Come.
That is well. Please to sit on the rock which has been set for you, Doc Law. You will sit beside me, Uganda.
Now, Great Mother.
This is the ground which is prayer, the little faith on your boy. I have asked the wise one to say over me the litany of hope and faith and courage.
Yes, all right.
Dr. Long, you have been called upon for a duty to serve to but one man in every generation. You have been chosen above all other men because you have met all the tests which were required of you. It is enough that of all those who have been tested with you in this last year, you alone have come through without blemish. I can see by your eyes that you wish to say something. Well, how can you put me above that?
Jack Packard is the one who came up here with us. They make it only on glass.
Yes, I know. In strength and character and virtue, this one may be your equal, but he cannot fulfill all the requirements. Jack Packard has attachment of which he cannot or will not reach himself. That's not attachment. That is true. Somewhere hidden in his heart is a woman to whom he is married. I've been with Jack for going on 10 years now. Thinking of what? Long before you made his acquaintance. I wonder if that's why he gave up his medical career and become a kind of soldier of fortune. You know, my little Jack was both just kind of drifting soldiers of fortune when we met up over in China. Believe me, Dr. Long, every phase of your life history is known to us. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. It has been told to you that I am the dead mother. That each generation there is a girl child born to the dead mother. And it is she who inherits the throne and becomes the symbol of womanhood. Oh, yeah. Woman is of this flesh. Huh? It has always been so. The monastery from the beginning of time has excluded woman. No one who is fit to attain a place among the higher intelligence must ever know a woman. Hey, that's ridiculous. In your mind, perhaps. But you are not close to truth. Any perfection. Well, if truth rules out women, then I hope I never find truth.
Jack Long, that is blasphemy.
Well, I don't care if it is. And as for perfection, there ain't nothing more perfect than a beautiful woman. I'm going to do my yucky boy. We wander from the street which I must make clear to you. Nowhere in this portion of the great sacred plateau is there anyone who is suitable to be the husband of the great mother and the father to her successor. I can see by your face that you still do not comprehend. Do you not understand that for this reason we must once every generation bring some man of character who is able to meet all tests here to the high place to be the father of a girl child? Hey, you brought me all the way from Hollywood to... You mean Uganda? Hey, what kind of set of things is hang now? Well, Uganda's only a little...
You're frightened, Jack Long.
Well, Uganda, you've known about this all the time, and you didn't say that?
No, I did not know. Not until you spoke in the outer chambers of the harem a few minutes ago. When you said you had seen that building last night, then I knew.
But there's a likely idea that you want me for a husband, a princess like you?
You are a man who has been chosen and tested by those in the high place.
Well, I don't give a hoot in the hot place about that. I asked you, am I the kind of a guy you always pictured in your mind for a husband?
I have not thought.
And besides, even if I was in the married mood, I'll be doggone if I settle down up here in this uninhabited place and spend the rest of my life. And besides, that altitude ain't just from a breathing apparatus. You had a misconception. You would not be permitted to remain here in the high place if it was your wish to do so. But if I was to marry you, it would be a marriage of one duration. At the end of 1 year, you would be dismissed from the place of the higher intelligence. You mean you marry your own daughter to a man for just a year? And just when they're beginning to get acquainted, you'd separate? It is the law. She who is to be the great mother is dedicated to the throne to which she is heir. She must not devote either her mind or her body to one man.
Once she has conceived and brought into the world the first child, who eventually will be her successor, she has completed that part of her duty.
Well, that's the doggonest, most inhuman thing I ever heard of. Look, great mother, or whatever I could call you, all this writing and stars and stuff, it don't mean nothing when a couple of kids is crazy about one another. If you gotta have a romance around here, well, why do you send that young flyer away?
You are speaking of Lieutenant John Monroe?
That's the boy. Well, him and his Johnny took one look at each other, and they was up on cloud 7.
Calcule si sepa, ako ay tuloy. Pati rin ay kasi ako tulawat o si Ayay. The wise one says it cannot be, that the stars have been read.
Well, somebody should have done a punk job of reading. They better go do it again.
Doc Long, is it in one of your claws?
I've done a lot of things in my life, Uganda, but being a sugar papa of a 17-year-old little innocent kid like you, well, it ain't one of them.
You stubborn soul, I see. Doc Long, I am sending you back to speak with Jeremiah, who is the hermit of San Felipe Atabapo.
Well, it ain't gonna do no good, and if Jeremiah's the man I think he is, you agree with me.
No, he will not.
You seem awful sure.
I am certain, because Jeremiah was the chosen one in the generation before you.
Jeremiah is my father?
That is true. I am your mother. Jeremiah was your father.
God will come to you tomorrow at the same hour when you hear God say, Uganda, will you listen to me?
To the valley of enchantment.
In the afternoon, high on the mysterious Long Plateau, somewhere in Venezuela, South America, Doc and Jack have been separated in the great cathedral. Doc has been taken to an inner council chamber in the harem, where he has met the Great Mother. It has been explained that he was brought to the Lost Plateau in order to be tested for consideration as the chosen husband of Uganda. But Doc objects to the whole idea, even after he's told that the marriage will be terminated at the end of the year. Finally, he's sent back to talk to Jeremiah the hermit, who was the chosen one before him and who is Uganda's father. And when Jeremiah's argument also failed, Doc and Uganda were guided to a secluded corner of the Great Plateau, and then left alone in the most beautiful valley which Doc's world-traveled eyes ever had seen.
Man, oh, talk about Caesarea. Trees like I ain't never seen before. And look at Jim Mathis. Who lives here anyhow?
No one at this particular time. No one but the gardeners in whose care has been entrusted.
Well, I can say one thing. Looks to me like there's a lot of beauty around here that's sort of going to waste.
No. It all has its purpose, and that part will be made clear to you as we go along.
Hey, that's the music again. Coming out of nowhere, the kind we heard on the Rainbow Bridge. And look, it's bringing the birds, or the birds are bringing the music or something.
The birds are coming to welcome us here.
They're all white, like White Sarah.
Yes. And they live in those ivory towers across the meadow with the huge grass.
Yeah? White Sarah's and ivory towers? You wouldn't be hoodooing me, would you?
Oh, no. Stand quietly, Doc, when they come, because many of them will ride on my shoulders. That is always the manner in which they say they're welcome. My little son. Yes, you are beautiful, all of you. Hear them, Doc. Hear how they sing for us.
Sing for us? No, I don't hear nothing.
Not sing songs. Can you not hear their singing?
Are you kidding? Well, I can hear you. I can hear that harp music when it comes and goes. But honest to Pete, honey, I can't hear no birds sing. Well, what's that?
I just thought you might be sad. Please, no, it's just...
Honest to my grandma, Uganda, if I can hear a bird sing, I'll eat.
But I do not understand. Go, Mother.
And away they scatter. Gee, it looks like a snowstorm, she said.
Doc, we are here beside you among these flowers.
In the flowers? Well, but I don't get it.
Here, that's down beside you. There. Please listen. Now how it can feel yourself. See? Everything is sweet and lovely grows in our valley. Everything.
That is so quiet. Yet it really isn't finished. Sort of finished.
Yes, like a baby sheep. And that's what we call it, the sheep flower. And there's no flower in the valley as fragrant as so delicate. Yes, I picked this one, sheep myself.
Oh, I guess it's too delicate for this old nose. I can smell things.
What? If you couldn't hear my birds sing, and you can't smell my sound, maybe then the keenness of your senses lies only in your tongue. Maybe then you're one who can taste the hidden sweetness of the master fruit.
The master fruit? What's that?
How will show you?
Okay to walk on the grass.
Oh, yes.
But about this here master fruit.
The master fruit is the first fruit from which all other fruit in the world is descended. It's like a lemon. It is like apples and peaches and pears. And yet it is different. Yes, this is the right one. See? Comes off in your hand. Then you break it open like this. And here, take this piece and taste.
Looks like peppermint sherbet or something. But I guess that hidden sweetness you talked about is hidden just a little too deep as far as I'm concerned.
No, don't taste anything.
Nothing, just like so much cotton. No, I'd have to be awful hungry to eat much of that and enjoy it. Hey, now, what's this about? What kind of a test have you got cooked up for me here?
Oh, Doc, nothing is right.
Ears bad, nose out of kilter, tongue callous. The thing, my eyes are good. I can see those black thunder clouds piling up over yonder at the edge of the valley. Maybe we better look for a place to keep us dry.
Oh, no need for that.
But, honey, unless it's one of those mirages, that's just about as mean a pile of thunder heads I've ever seen.
Never have rain and thunder and lightning been felt in this valley. Never have the clouds come any closer than you see them now, Doc.
Really? But what keeps them there? The wind must blow this way once in a while.
Doc, this place is called the Valley of Enchantment. Jeremiah and my mother lived here when I was born. And I will live here when my daughter in turn is born. I will live with the chosen one for a year.
And I am the chosen one.
That should be the creed.
John, let's walk down the path here, you mind?
Yeah.
I can usually work things out better when I'm walking.
It shouldn't be so hard to work things out, as you say, in the midst of such beauty as this. If you find me desirable.
Well, I can understand that. Hereabouts, the fella could lose his head over a gal while he's knocking his fingers, but that isn't the point.
You haven't answered me.
Well, you're lovely, Lieutenant. I've never thought of it before. I'd have known it today.
I could give you great happiness, Ruth. That I am sure.
Are you?
Couldn't be anything else. You've written in the stars.
Don't you see something in them stars about that young fella you met in Lieutenant Johnny Norris? That American flyer lost in the Great Plateau? You will, I think. You look far enough. Or maybe it's deep enough. We were talking about it yesterday in the cathedral, remember?
And I told you then that I am a child of destiny. And my destiny is in my marriage to you from this valley.
You're so young, Johnny. I've been around with lots of girls. I've even been engaged. I'm not the kind to make a kid like you happy. Honest, you want Johnny Norris.
No matter what you say, it all comes back to the same thing. I was born to marry the chosen one. And the chosen one is you. That is my destiny. And even as the millions of birds, the flowers all harmonize in this valley, so would our lives harmonize here too. I am convinced of that. Doc,
Yes, Savannah?
look upon me, not as a prince, not as someone from a different line, but as a woman who is
Altogether too old for the years. Put too much faith in that business of reading the stars.
not wrong. You leave it all for me to say. I do not understand you.
Hey, looky here. Look. Well, what do you know? A stream of splashing water that don't make a sound.
You hear nothing?
Not a darn thing.
I do not know where. We must cross the brook.
Well, that's just me. Come on, I'm going to carry you across.
Oh, but Doc, I am able to cross this brook
Not
myself.
when you're with a gent from the old South. You see those rocks there? I'll just step across from rock to rock. It'll be easy. Come on.
If you wish.
Up we go. Now tell me, did anybody ever carry you over a brook before?
No, never before.
Just hang on tight. That's all there is to it. Hang on, the rock's slipping.
Oh, yes.
Anybody ever tell you how light you are?
No one.
Well, you are. Just as light as a downy feather. There we are.
It wasn't a very wide book, was it?
You're a funny one. The young yet the old.
I've never had a man dying around like this before.
You like it?
Your arm?
They're kind of sweet, don't you? If you think you'd be wrong, like this.
I've been waiting for you to say that.
Well, honey, the cover. Doc and Jack with Jeremiah left the cathedral of the ancient one. Yesterday they trekked through the beautiful iron forest where first they met Uganda. And last night camped at the very spot where they first found Jeremiah and Saul of Tarsus. And now at 6 o'clock this morning they are again on the banks near the headwaters of the River Caroni. And back again is the brief Spanish and Indian woman and the 6-oar war canoe of the stalwart Indians, which will take the boys back down the river to the Orinoco and the jungle town of Ciudad Bolivar.
Yeah, once we reach this Ciudad Bolivar village, we're back on a fringe civilization. When are you supposed to start that?
Well, as soon as we have a cup of coffee with Jeremiah and the Indians get our equipment in the canoe.
Let's go over and talk to Jeremiah.
Well, you don't see much more of him. He's beginning to grow on you after a while.
Yeah, I like him a lot. Doggone Jeremiah, it's going to be hard leaving you behind.
It's going to be hard staying behind, Jack. 30 days after days, the weeks we've had together. It's going to be a dismal business going back to my cave at the foot of the Rainbow Bridge with nothing but this lantern broad son of the age about what else again.
What about Uganda? You still have her.
Well, I know.
Well, won't you? You can see all over the forests and plains of San Felipe Atabapo.
Yeah, it will be different now, I'm thinking. Now that the high ends have granted her the right to wave that flying rag, Johnny North, there's a little time in her thoughts for a nation fellow the likes of me.
I don't believe that. Uganda is too fond of you. Besides, she's your daughter. So what the heck? You got as much to say about what she does as anybody.
That is not true, my boy. Uganda belongs to the Great Plateau. Uganda is one of them up there in the high place. I am an outlander like yourself, down here on the plains of Atabapo.
Just the same, Uganda's not going to let you down. You'll see.
Would you like to hear me confess something, Dad?
Huh?
It was the greatest disappointment of my whole life that you did not marry the girl yourself.
Well, Jeremiah, I just couldn't. I've never been able to look myself in a looking glass if I'd have done. Besides, where could you hope to find a nicer fellow than Johnny North?
No, big lad, I grant you, but it was not of that I was thinking.
Huh? Oh, how do you mean?
It was in my heart that you would spend a year quiet with Uganda in the Garden of Enchantment, as I did before you with her mother. And then I was hoping that perhaps you would come down here and join me on the plains of San Felipe.
And become a hermit?
And you are? Oh, well, now, my lad, what's so out of the way with that? Tis a pleasant life, tis a free life, and you would not necessarily have to tie yourself up to a jackass as I have done to compensate your life.
I could never do it, Jeremiah. I'm a city boy at heart. I was Texas born, but I got Hollywood in my blood, and, well, I just naturally willed on the vine, being down here forever. Besides, I need him in my business.
Oh, yes, you're a good pair. You work well together. It'd be a crime and a shame to separate you.
Well, there's the Indians beginning to break up camp.
Yeah, that's right. They'll be ready to start in no time, huh?
You know something? There's only one thing I was hoping.
What would that be, lad?
Oh, I was hoping that maybe...
Oh, please do. Did you wonder?
Hey, Jack, that's wonderful. I was just going to say I was hoping that we'd get to see Uganda again, and there she pops up out on the prairie. Hiya, honey.
I was so much afraid you would be gone before I arrived.
I thought we left you back up on the plateau. Yeah, in the arms of that there handsome Florida boy.
Oh, did you do not think I would let my dear friends go until I had said goodbye? Jeremiah, you are not happy with me?
Oh, you see here, Uganda. Will you be making up your mind who it is you're in love with? That's Johnny North or my friend Doc Long here?
Oh, no, Jeremiah. That is all taken care of in a high place. It is Johnny North with whom I will marry.
Well, there's one thing you haven't thought about.
So what is this thing I have not thought about, Jack Crockett?
Well, Johnny North happens to be a flyer in the United States Air Force. I doubt very much whether he's going to be allowed a year's honeymoon.
Oh, but yes. The ones in a high place will make that all right.
You mean your top boys have got influence in Washington?
No, here now, young woman.
But Jeremiah...
Take this bit of sausage and shove it in your mouth, and then perhaps you will talk to me.
Oh, but Jeremiah, you make such a fuss.
And here's your coffee. And don't let it burn that pretty little tongue of yours.
I will say this, though, in spite of Jeremiah. The influence which the Great Ones had is felt everywhere upon the face of the earth. The emissaries of the higher intelligence are in every capital of the world. And they are so wise and so discreet that they hold many important positions close to the rulers in every nation of the earth.
Pay no attention to the trial. These are full of squirrel grasses, full of darkness and both.
You do not need to try to cover up for me, Jeremiah. I expect permission granted me to reveal certain matters to Jack Crockett and Doc Long.
Special permission?
That is true. Because they were brought here erroneously, because they have proved themselves men of honor and discretion, it has been granted that I should tell them some of the things that they must wish to know.
When could you answer me this? Were we anywhere close to the really great ones, the real higher intelligence, any time in our trip?
What? You were not.
Oh, no. Not even the great mother, who is my mother, knows quite where they are. Perhaps somewhere in the cathedral of the ancient ones. Perhaps somewhere on an isolated portion of the great plateau. That is something which is hidden from everyone until he becomes so near to perception and truth.
Hey, here comes that breed woman from the Indians.
Oh, then I must go.
No, go where?
Quick, send over that I may kiss you.
Not me. The last time we kissed, I done near got plowed under with a bolt of lightning.
Oh, but that was a wrong kiss, Doc. This time it is for the honest warmth of friendship.
Well, okay then.
There is much of greatness in you, Doc Long. May you one day find expression for the good which is in you. Jack Crockett?
Yes?
Bend your forehead to me. Your kiss is because there is love between you and your friend, Doc Long. Perhaps it is through you that he will be guided to use the best that is within him. And now I must go. I will not see you again. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Well, you look at her. Talk about your antelope.
I noticed you didn't say goodbye to you, Jeremiah.
She'll be waiting for Salt of Darkness and me back in the woods, I have no doubt.
Well, why didn't she want to be near the Spanish Indian moment?
These people are superstitious. It's better they see as little as possible of things which they cannot understand.
Here she comes. Man, ain't she an ugly bundle of old skin and bones. Uh-oh, she's stopping for her. They want us to follow her down to the boat.
Yes, lad. I think this must be the party of the waves.
Well, come on, Jack. You're going to walk out to the canoe with it, ain't you?
Oh, that I will, lad.
Doc, you say that woman's a bag of bones, but if she didn't have her hair straggling down all about her face, and she had on something besides an old Mother Hubbard, you'd think different. Look at her walking along ahead of us. What about your physique? I still prefer steady grace.
Well, now, this is a sad little craft. What time do you aim to start?
Now. We go now. She wants us to get in.
Please, to get in.
Well, Jeremiah, it's been a pleasure.
That's nice, Doc. God is honest. And great happiness to you. And you, Doc, you lanky, red-headed cousin. Very lovely.
God, Jeremiah. I don't know when I hated to part with anybody so much.
Oh, get along with me now before you have me howling like a banshee.
Now, get in. Wouldn't you rather have us wait until you push the canoe into the water?
No, you get in.
Well, okay. They want to push the canoe off the beach with that thing. Why not? Come on, it is. Sitting cross-legged in the bottom of the canoe. There. Oh, it's enough now. Oh! What for? I'll do it. Oh! There we are. Look at him like a scammer anyone. Well, there we are. Last man in. Here's it in the air. Go! Civilization and home. Jack and Doc will come to you Monday at the same hour when you hear Jack and Doc meet Sir Richard Coyle and the beginnings of a mysterious journey to a house in the middle of the jungle where murder, mayhem, and madmen run loose. Don't miss the next Dial of a Mystery adventure called The Deadly Sin of Sir Richard Coyle. I Love a Mystery, written and produced by Carlton E. Morse, comes to you Monday through Friday, featuring Russell Thornton as Jack Packard and Jim Bowles as Doc Long, with Robert Dryden as the hermit, Sarah Fussell as Uganda, Inga Adams as the woman, and directed by Mel Daly. This is Frank McCarthy speaking. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
International Incident Number 1. Jack Packard, from whatever corner of the world you may be in at the moment, you're hereby being summoned to London in a matter of the gravest expediency. Signed, the 21 old men of 10 Gramercy Park. Love Adventure. The American Broadcasting Company presents a new Carlton E. Morse production featuring the international escapades of Jack Packard, Doc Long, and Reggie York. Tonight's incident is entitled The China Coast Incident. That's the message I received at the American Consul's office in Port Said at 7 o'clock yesterday morning. Jack Packard, from whatever corner of the world you may be in at the moment, You're hereby being summoned to London in a matter of the gravest expediency. Signed, the 21 old men of 10 Gramercy Park. There it was. Here I am on the last lap of my journey up from Liverpool to London. I could have flown right into Croydon Field and been there by this time, except for one of those grisly, greasy black fogs of London. However, I'll be there in good time, even so. And now, who are the 21 old men of 10 Gramercy Park? Who are they? I've never seen any mention of them in the papers. They certainly have had no rumor value in official circles, no conversational value in social circles, no scandal value in high places. And yet, when I gave some slight indication of putting the radiogram down as a practical joke from either Doc Long or Reggie York, wherever they might be in the world today, suddenly there was pressure all about me. A gentle hint from this quarter, a subtle warning from that quarter, an over-eagerness to help me get on my way to London. Nobody ever came out and said, I know the 21 old men of 10 Gramercy Park, and you'd be wise to obey them. Nobody even mentioned the 21 old men. But it took me less than an hour after I got this message to get the idea and bestir myself. And here I am, plunging through the dripping, grimy tunnel of fog, only minutes from Piccadilly Station. I wish Doc Long and Reggie York were waiting at the end of this trip. I even wish I had the faintest notion where they are. We broke up the A1 detective agency out in Hollywood when Pearl Harbor came along. Reggie made a beeline for the Royal Air Force back in England. I'd get cheerful messages by way of returning American ferrying pilots, and then I lost him. Doc Long got himself a job with the Flying Tigers over in China. Then he became a P-38 fighter pilot in the last phase of the war. Then he just fell out of sight. I'd always meant to get over that way one of these days, put a tracer on Doc, but up to now I've been chivied about by American intelligence until I haven't been able to call my soul my own. The fact that I've been completely released from all intelligence work to meet the 21 old men in itself is one of the marvels of modern times. Well, I get my luggage. The train's slowing down.
Major Jack Packard?
Uh-oh, here it is.
Major Jack Packard? Major Jack?
Yeah, what is it?
You're Major Jack Packard?
That's right.
Very good, Major. We're entering the station. I shall have the pleasure of conducting you to your destination.
Was that necessary?
Oh, watch yourself, sir. Come along, sir. There's no time for conversation. Headed straight for the Lion's Den at once, sir. This way, please.
Did I hear you correctly? Did you say Lion's Den?
That you did. The Lion's Den, alias 10 Gramercy Park. This is as far as I go, sir.
Oh?
Go right in, sir. Make yourself comfortable.
Now, walk right into the Lion's Den, huh?
It's all right, sir. Walk right in. Bye, sir.
Amazing. A regular cathedral of a room. 2, 3 stories to the ceiling, dimly lit by the tall, leaded dome-like windows in which the color and pageantry of the ages have been done by some exquisite artist. Tapestries on the wall, period furniture in richness and luxury known only to a fabulous oriental monarch someplace down the corridors of history. What's this? Suddenly before my eyes, a great tapestry which covers the whole of one end of the room is rolling back. And there before my eyes is the greatest mirror I've ever seen. 40 feet across, 60 feet to the ceiling. A flawless mirror reflecting every item of color and beauty all over again. And there I am, repeating myself in the glass. Hello, a voice.
To you, the west wall is a mirror. To the 21 old men seated in the room behind it, the west wall is a window through which we not only enjoy the great beauty of the room you stand in, but can examine you with infinite care, so that we may know you from this time on, but without you knowing anything of us.
Are you able to hear me?
We hear you.
Why am I here?
You are needed.
Who are you?
That you will never know.
Then I want to get out of here.
Wait.
There's no use. For all I know, you may be a criminal gang. You may be the instigators of war. You could be anything. With as much money and power at your disposal as this setup indicates you have.
Yes, we have money and power.
Only official government should be allowed to...
You have been a citizen of the world. for a great many years. In your young manhood, you studied to be a physician.
Well, here I...
Oh, yes. We know that. We know why you were never able to complete your medical education.
Now, just a minute.
That is not meant as a threat nor a warning, because when we complete this interview, you are free to go as though you'd never been called in. We simply want you to understand that we know everything there is to know about you. You were a freebooter in South America. You and your later companions, Doc Long and Reggie York, were members of the Chinese National Army when the first Japanese incident took place years ago. You had a detective agency in Hollywood.
That's right.
During the war, you had been with United States intelligence. We know your work there, and it is because of your wide knowledge, not only of formal negotiation, but of rough and tumble undercover fighting, that you have been assigned to us at our request.
By U.S. intelligence?
Yes.
Now, that should be good enough, but I want to know more.
You know that in this world of chaos, which is our heritage out of World War II, there is banditry and piracy and madness abroad in every land.
Yeah?
You know that much of it is too delicate, too touchy for the official government of any nation to handle. A formal government could plunge its country into new wars overnight, if it even looked in certain directions today. But much can be done undercover, beneath the surface. Much can be done by 21 old men, each representing the country of his nativity. We are men who would do for the people of the world what their own governments know should be done, but cannot do, because their hands are tied.
Well, in that case, count me in.
That is well. Sir James, will you give Major Packard his first assignment?
There is a man somewhere in French Indochina, in the area of Saigon, who is a great man, a fine scientist. He is either a prisoner of international gangsters, or he is a man in hiding. He has the knowledge of a destructive force, which placed in the hands of the wrong people would mean murder and slaughter for half the world. He is a friend of democratic people. We want him, and we want his scientific knowledge. We cannot have it. It must not fall into the wrong hands at any cost.
The man's name?
Dr. Alfred Wentz.
When can I leave?
A plane takes off for the Orient in exactly 1 hour. You will be aboard it.
In this pea soup fog?
London's pea soup fog will be one of the very minor obstacles of this assignment. Step outside. There is a batman waiting to deliver you to your mission.
The refugee liner Viking, out of Saigon with its load of frightened, nondescript humanity, gleaned from the chaotic whirlpool of Indochina hate and strife, is in the China Sea, 300 miles off the island of Hong Kong. On this last lap of my assignment, after 7 hectic and nerve-shattering days in the back alleys of Saigon and 4 days at sea, I was on the promenade deck, consoling a good-looking Scandinavian girl.
Oh, no.
Take it easy, honey. Take it easy.
Oh, Mr. Packard.
Listen, Frida, anything can happen on this screwball ferry boat.
Oh, but there was a shot.
Chinese firecracker. Somebody let off a pop gun. Let the bridge worry about it.
That piece of paper I handed you tonight at dinner. You got it?
Yeah, one word. Pirates.
Yes. One of the evil ones is aboard the ship. One of their cleverest and brightest. I noticed him the second day out.
And so you think he's after someone on this tub, huh?
I do not think Mr. Jack Packard. I know.
Who?
Me.
Now does a good-looking young woman know so much about piracy in the China Sea?
Because I have escaped from them just in time. If I had not escaped when I did, I would be on their secret island hideout now.
Well, that sounds fine. So my favorite gang is trailing you, the girl who was the toast of the Malay Peninsula. You know so much. Just what does this monkey look like?
He is tall, heavy set with gray hair, and a scar on his left cheek. I tell you, Mr. Packard, he is after me. I'm afraid to go out of my cabin after I've seen him.
You know his name?
Yes. Houseman.
Yeah, you're cooking. I almost believe you. The poor guy whose papers he's traveling on is dead in a Saigon alley. But Frida, take it from me, they're not trailing you. They're after bigger stuff.
So? Then what I hear is true. Dr. Wentz is on this ship.
You think so?
Yes. All Indochina boiled with the news of his escape from the enemy's clutches, and everybody knows you helped him escape.
Okay, why did I help him?
You ask me, Mr. Packard. All Saigon knew that also. Dr. Wentz is the inventor of the most important formula developed since the war. His formula is the most deadly force yet conceived. Wentzite.
Go to the head of the class, baby. Now, do you think these pirate roughnecks are chasing you?
I think first Dr. Wentz, then you, then me. We are all in this together.
Maybe you got something there. Maybe you are on our team.
Believe me, Mr. Packard, I am. I am.
If you're right about this enemy agent prowling around here, we got no time to waste. You're to come with me.
Where?
To my cabin. But if it should happen that you're on the wrong team, I can be very mean to little girls, especially little dames from the Saigon underworld. Just a second while I turn on a light.
Yes.
Get in here, quick. Lock the door.
Oh, monsieur, look at this cabin.
Yeah, somebody was looking for something and really wrecked the joint. Dr. Wentz. Hey, doctor, open the door.
Oh, it is true. Dr. Wentz is with you.
You wouldn't know about that, would you? If I thought you were holding me up there on deck while this mug was working
Oh,
on it.
no, I swear it. No.
I'll figure that one myself. Stand back so I can crash down this door. Charlie.
Oh, no.
Doctor, they really mussed you up.
Oh, the poor man.
Water and towels, quick.
This is wicked. So wicked.
Doctor, can you hear me? Doctor. Hey, it's me, Packard. Can you hear me?
Look at his feet and his fingers.
Sure, he's been tortured. Must have thought they killed him and then ripped up the cabin looking for the formula.
Packard. Breathe easy. Oh.
Take it easy, Doctor. Take it easy. Just give me a token and answer to my question. Just nod or shake your head, can you? Okay.
Oh, the poor man. Here, I'll soothe his burn.
Doctor, how many of them were there? One? Was that all? Did they find your formula? No? Well, couldn't you have found it when you were unconscious?
He is shaking his head.
Hey, carefully, you're hurting him.
I am being as gentle as I can.
Okay, Doctor. Then where is it? Can you tell me? They sure worked you over, didn't they? I'll take care of that Jolly Roger for you. Don't worry.
You want your gun?
You don't want my gun, Doc. Doctor. Yeah. There's a good guy gone. Must have hurt plenty right there. You see him try to grab for my gun.
It's great, Dr. Wentz, to die like that. It is too terrible.
You better get out of here and go back to your own cabin. If that butcher didn't find what he was after, he'll be coming back.
Oh, but I cannot go alone.
Okay. I'll take you to the cabin. But stay parked there, please. I got to get back here and find that formula.
Oh, yes, Mr. Packard. Anything to help.
Call me Jack, will you, sweetheart? That Mr. Stuff gets me down. I guess I'm licked. Why didn't the doctor tell me where the formula was hidden when I asked him to so many times? One thing I can do, I'll put a dragnet around this tub when we reach Hong Kong that these parts will never get through. Well, I guess this recipe for the super explosive just isn't in here. Maybe it's in my little joint next door.
Sorry to interrupt your little soliloquy, my Hamlet minded friend.
Why, you...
Keep your hand away from that gun. I don't want to shoot you yet. Later, yes, but not yet.
How'd you get in here, Houseman?
That charming mademoiselle, when she told you my name.
That's right.
Behind that wardrobe is a door into the next cabin. I arranged most carefully to get that cabin. The poor fellow who had it found it quite impossible to leave Saigon.
Well, that's one right guess I made.
Just so you won't be tempted to reach for that gun, Packer. Unbuckle the shoulder holster without touching the gun. Drop it to your feet. Now, kick it with your foot. Splendid. Now you may sit down if you wish.
Thanks. Do I take off my shoes and socks so you can give me the regulation hot foot, or do you go for the splinters under the fingernail routine?
No. I have a better argument to use with you.
I'm listening, but I don't hear so well.
Well, it would be most unfortunate if you do not hear, for you and a lot of other people. I believe you can find that formula if you want to, badly enough. And I think I can make it very important for you to find it.
If I didn't know you were a bunch of waterfront scum and wharf rats, I'd think you were drunk. So I say no and you shoot me. Is that right?
You say no and I shoot you. You say yes and find the formula.
Yeah, and I get to join you and become Captain Kidd himself.
No. I still shoot you. But if you don't find that formula, the 1,100 passengers on the ship will die tonight.
That's ridiculous.
You think so? Once I get my hands on the formula, you don't think for 1 minute I will continue on the ship into Hong Kong, do you?
You're to be taken off by another ship?
A submarine.
You say pirates have a submarine?
Is that so amazing?
Brother, I gotta hand it to you, toughies. You play rough.
Well, what was your decision, Herr Packard?
Well, looks like it's heads you win, tails I lose, I guess, if there's 1,100 people to think about. 1,100 people on a refugee ship as hostages. Your kind is always making a sort of specialty of hostages, aren't you?
We have found them useful, thank you.
No, that's one word for it, but skip it. Tell me this. Suppose I make an honest effort and don't find the formula. Why should all these people die tonight?
Because the formula is on this ship somewhere, probably in these 2 rooms. If the Wentz formula cannot be found, the ship must be destroyed. You see, we do not intend that the organized free countries shall have it.
Organized free countries?
Yes. We are against all people who live under a formal government. We are at war with all of you, although you may not realize it yet.
You don't say.
Well, what's it to be?
Well, if it were a question of my skin alone, I'd tell you where to go.
Yes, I am sure of that.
But you know I can't let 1,100 men, women, and children burn and drown.
Then you agree?
Yes, I agree, but I'm humiliated. I thought I was good, but you outfigured and outmaneuvered me into an impossible situation.
Packard, you don't know the perfection of our planning. Everything is provided.
Yeah, I'm intrigued by this submarine business.
Precisely. A rendezvous at 12 o'clock tonight. There will be a moon.
You even thought of that. Wonderful. Joshua made the sun stand still, and your boss makes the moon shine.
Do not speak lightly of our leader.
Forget it. If everything goes well, you get the formula, the sub takes you off, and this boat gets the green light.
That is the plan. But if I arrive at the sub without the formula, the ship will be sunk without a trace or a survivor.
Yes, but suppose something happened to you, so you couldn't signal the sub.
Then their orders are to sink the ship without warning.
How about that? You think of everything.
Yes. Now, you have only a little more than an hour and a half to find the formula. I can tell you something that might help you.
What's that?
I have already searched this cabin, but it may be in a very tiny space. He learned that Wentz had reduced his papers to microfilm. The man who did it for him confessed. They had him shot, of course.
Thanks a lot. Every little bit helps. Now, let's see. A roll of microfilm could go in almost any...
Stop. What's that?
Jack!
Gotta take a gander at a pretty dame. Maybe that'll teach you super gangsters to keep your minds on your work, eh? It's okay, Frida. Come in.
Oh, are you all right, Jack? You killed him?
No, I'm saving him for hanging. Hand me the straps off the suitcases, will you?
Yes, Mr. All right, Jack.
Go see the captain, Frida, and no one else. Tell him to send a couple of husky sailors down here to watch this rat. As soon as they get here, I'll go up on the bridge and give him the payoff. And say nothing of what's going on down here except to him.
All right, Jack. I go.
Yeah, that ought to hold you. I won't gag you because I can hardly wait to hear what you say when you open those big baby blue eyes. Here you come, out of the nowhere into the here.
You fool. Now all of us will have to die on account of you.
Relax, sweetheart, relax. The unexpected certainly throws you Superman, doesn't it? Well, that's the story, Captain. It's 10:30 now. How far from Hong Kong are we?
250 miles out.
About 80 minutes flight by plane. It's going to be close, Skipper.
Oh, here's the radio operator.
Okay, Sparks, here's a message. Get it out to the Royal Naval Air Station at Kowloon and hurry.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to suggest, Skipper, that you hold general quarters and lifeboat drill at 11:45. Those planes don't get here, we're in for it. No use telling the passengers until we have to.
Right. Mr. Vogel, you see that's done? Mr. Anderson.
Yes, Captain?
Signal the engine room to reduce speed to 6 knots.
Aye, sir. Just a second. Hold it, Anderson. Yes, sir.
Well, what is it, Packard?
Skipper, I think you ought to maintain speed and course as it is.
Why should I risk my ship and passengers to keep a date with a submarine?
I don't think the sub is waiting for us, Skipper. I think she's been trailing us. Any change in speed or course without a signal from their agent aboard would really gum the works.
Yeah, you have something there. Mr. Anderson, maintain speed and course.
Aye, sir. Well, here comes the moon, just as Captain Kidd ordered. Nothing to do now but wait and hope those planes get here in time. 11 o'clock. Plenty of clouds now. Our human sharks are going to be awful sore about that.
Here's radio. What is it?
Message, sir.
Royal Naval Air Station. Planes away 2242. Good luck.
2242. That's 18 minutes before 11. Only hope they got plenty of tailwind.
Mr. Mate, what is it?
Yeah, what's going on here?
Lifeboat drill, madam. Wear your life vest, please.
Oh, it's ridiculous waking us up at 11:30 for a lifeboat drill. It's outrageous. Might as well stay up for the rest of the night.
Well, it wouldn't be so bad if they'd open the bar.
Where's number 3 lifeboat, officer?
Port side forward, madam.
Which is port side, right or left?
Left side, going forward.
Oh, why don't sailors speak English?
Almost the 0 hour.
Yeah. You got a sailor who speaks German, Captain?
Yes, why?
I want him to relieve the 2 men guarding Houseman.
I don't get it.
I want him to say something to Houseman in German and then let nature take its course.
Mr. Anderson, tell Keller to step out here on the bridge.
Yes, sir.
I still don't understand.
You will in a minute.
Here's Keller, sir.
Say, Keller, I want you to relieve 2 men who are guarding a prisoner in my cabin. Mr. Anderson will show you where it is.
Yes, sir.
When you're alone with him, say something to him in German, like, something like, if I turn you loose, will you take me with you? If he agrees, and believe me, brother, he will, then unstrap him and let him scram.
What's the matter, Packard? Are you insane?
No, Skipper. It's 11:45. If that sub surfaces and doesn't get a signal and code from Houseman, it'll torpedo us without warning, and we don't have the code.
I get you.
And if I know my pirate history, they'll be nervous. They'll want their signal at exactly 12 o'clock, or they'll start shooting. Our planes might be late. The sub will send a boat to take Houseman off, and I want that extra time.
Yes. Keller, carry out Mr. Packard's instructions.
Yes, sir.
Almost 12 o'clock.
Yeah. I'm positive that Houseman had tried to save his own hide.
Here comes Keller.
I did what you said, sir. He ducked into the next cabin, grabbed the flashlight, and ran out into the corridor.
Good.
Before he ran out, he gave me this for myself, sir.
Well, you keep it. You deserve it.
I don't think I do, sir.
What is it?
An American $1 bill with a swastika stamped on it. He said to show it in the Hong Kong Bazaar, and I will be given safe conduct to their headquarters.
How about that? $12 o'clock, Captain.
There's the signal off the starboard beam.
Yeah, now watch for the answer.
There it is. Forward on B deck.
Let's get a couple of men on B deck. Don't grab Houseman, but don't let him get out of sight. There's their searchlight. They got their deck gun manned.
They're firing across our bow. Signal the engine room to stop the engine, Mr. Anderson.
Yes, sir.
Ahoy to Viking!
He knows us all right.
You will heave to. I am sending a boat aboard. Any resistance, and you will be sunk.
Well, where are those planes?
They're putting a rubber boat off the sub-starboard.
Yeah, talk about piracy on the high seas. Here comes the boarding party. It won't be long now. Hey, listen.
I don't hear anything.
Me either. It was a nice thought, Skipper.
Quiet.
Planes. Yeah. Planes. The pirates hear them, too. There goes their searchlight.
Yeah, where are you going?
Down to B deck. There's one shark I want to take care of personally. Hey, where is he, Keller?
Over there, climbing over the rail.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
He jumped. Did you get him?
I don't know. That last shot missed fire.
Something's dropping.
Oh, look, where?
There it is. It's as bright as day. The boat.
You'll never make it.
The sub's going to crash dive.
Too late. Here comes the first step, John.
That's got her, I think.
Yes, they got her. Here, they got the rubber boat, too.
Straight down.
the Royal Naval Station, Jack.
What's that?
I say we are nearly at Kowloon.
Yeah, so we are, and I hate to check in. Poor old Dr. Wentz. I sure fluffed this one.
Oh, everybody fails once, Jack.
Yeah, even this gat of mine misfired on me once. Hey, wait a minute.
What are you going to do with that gun?
Why didn't I think of that before? Dr. Wentz wasn't the kind of man to kill himself. When he reached for my gun, he was trying to tell me. Here it is. A little cartridge that didn't go off. And the bullet comes out. And there it is. The microfilm and the formula for Wentzite.
Kowloon. Kowloon, next stop.
Jack, this night in Hong Kong may well be something for you to remember.
Is that a promise?
Perhaps.
This Oriental sing-song palace isn't a bad starting place. How about another one of those little green drinks with shaved
Jack,
ice?
that man, the little Chinese in uniform over there, he's looking at you. He's coming to our table.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, my pardon. You, Major Jacob Pocket?
Check.
Radiogram for you. Please sign here.
Thanks. Yeah.
No, monsieur. Thank you. Excuse me.
It is important.
The London-Bombay Air Express will be robbed in midair on Sunday next. Report to London immediately. Signed, the 21 old men of 10 Gramercy Park.
But not tonight. Just this one night.
How about that? Not even one night in Hong Kong with the girlfriend. And how do you rob a mail plane in midair? Will you tell me that?
You have just heard I Love Adventure, a Carlton E. Morse production featuring Michael Raffetto as Jack Packer. Next week, The Great Airmail Robbery, an epic adventure 23,000 feet in the stratosphere. Freda was played by Gene Bates. Houseman was played by John McIntyre. The spokesman by Everett Glass. The captain by Russell Thorson. Others in the cast included Tom Collins, Earl Lee, Janet Logan, and Harry Lang. The China Sea Incident was written by Carlton E. Morse with John Paul Schofield. Organ by Rex Curry. Your announcer, Dresser Dahlstead. Now, a listening reminder. For an unusual story, one you'll never forget, don't miss The Clock. The Clock will be heard at its new time starting tonight over this same ABC station. This is ABC, the American Broadcasting Company.
International Incident Number 2. Jack Packard, return to London immediately for urgent assignment over Saudi Arabia. Signed, the 21 old men of 10 Gramercy Park.
I Love Adventure. The American Broadcasting Company presents a new Carlton E. Morse production featuring the international escapades of Jack, Doc, and Reggie. Tonight's incident is entitled The Great Airmail Robbery.
All out, please. Piccadilly Station. All out, please.
Cab, mister? Cab, lady?
All right, cabby.
Oh, cab? All right, yes. Take your luggage.
Thanks.
Right inside of you. You carry a heavy bit of luggage, sir.
Yeah, my extra suit of heavy underwear.
You tell. There.
10 Gramercy Park.
10 Gramercy Park it is. Here we are, mister. A bit of an old heap of ancient history, if you ask me.
Oh, you're familiar with 10 Gramercy Park, are you?
Who ain't? It's been standing there since the beginning of time. All through the war, the Nazi guns dropped their explosives like a bloody snowstorm, and people's houses was a-popping and a-busting like paper bags. But not one of them stingers ever come near 10 Gramercy Park.
Had the good luck sign on it, huh?
Yeah, more than that, if you want my opinion. Oh, thank you, mister.
Well, all right. Keep the change.
You're a scholar and a gent. Should I rustle your luggage up the steps?
No, I'll take it, thanks.
Good going, mister.
Oh, hello.
Major Jack Packard.
That's right.
Right into the great reception hall, if you will, please. Right ahead, sir.
I was here before.
Very good, sir.
Again, the awesome beauty of this cathedral-like room gives me a feeling of standing in the midst of solemn, reverent things. The ceiling lost in the upper gloom, 3 stories above. Great leaded windows showing the color and pageantry of the Crusades, King Arthur's court, Charlemagne, the signing of the Magna Carta, all the history of the civilized world. And there on the giant tapestries are woven still more of the biography of human life. And the fabulous carpets on the floor and the period furniture. This reception room, this waiting room at 10 Gramercy Park was certainly designed to give interviewers the greatest respect for the 21 old men. The tapestry across the west wall is still drawn, hiding the great mirror. Hello. I have company, apparently.
Reggie York.
I say, who?
Why, Jack Packard. Why, I say, of all the jolly meetings. Well, but where did you drop from?
I might ask you the same thing.
Oh, look here, this is the best ever.
Begging your pardon, but will you go inside and close the door?
Sorry, old boy. What is this? A bit of a monastery, what?
Well, never mind this room for now. Tell me about yourself. Where have you been since the war? What have you been doing?
Well, sales tap is the A1 detective agency still running out in Hollywood, California.
Yeah, the A1 detective agency is dead history. Will you answer...
Well, what about Doc Long? Look here, isn't Doc with you?
I don't know where Doc is. He disappeared out in the Orient after the war.
Missing in action?
No, just dropped out of sight. Same way you did, you no-account English renegade. What do you mean by it, anyway?
Oh, look here, isn't this a bit of the best? If we only had Doc with us.
Look here, will you calm down and answer some questions before the Inquisition?
Inquisition?
Yeah. You see that great tapestry on the west wall?
I do.
Presently, that'll be drawn back to reveal the largest mirror you ever saw. Covers that complete wall, at least 40 by 60 feet.
But what's it all about?
Well, it's only a mirror on this side. Behind the glass is a room where the 21 old men sit to interview us.
I say, there really are 21 old men of 10 Gramercy Park.
I guarantee it. From their side, the glass wall is a window.
Oh. So they look at us and we're a couple of blind mice, is that it?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, I'll say this. You know more about it, what we're up against, than I do.
Just what do you know?
Hardly anything. I got this wireless out in the midst of the Gobi Desert.
What in blazes are you doing in the Gobi Desert?
Keeping off the desert tribes who thirsted for infidel blood while an old chappie with long whiskers looked for dinosaur eggs. Here, look at the radio message. Read it.
Sergeant Reginald York, you are herewith summoned to London in the name of peace and goodwill for the purpose of combating those who would pilfer and murder in the midst of today's utter chaos. Signed, 21 old men of 10 Gramercy Park.
A bit like being called to arms, what? Matter of fact, I felt a bit like Sir Lancelot, riding out to save beauty and goodness and perhaps recover the Holy Grail.
Huh. Surprised you took a message like this seriously.
I showed it to the old professor with the whiskers. Asked him how balmy a man could get. I thought it was a bit of a joke.
Yeah?
But the old man knew something. He grabbed me by the arm and hustled me into his tent and paid me off in full. Called the camel boy, had me on the way to the nearest airport some 200 miles away before I knew which end was up.
Yeah, I had a similar experience. I went... Uh-oh.
So, they're pulling the tapestry back. Can you hear us?
Yeah. We'll be able to talk back and forth. This is my second assignment.
If only Doc were here. He'd love this.
Major Jack Packard and Sergeant Reginald York, It gives the 21 old men extreme pleasure to bring two such old friends together again.
Yeah, now if you'll only dig up Doc Long for us, we'll be complete.
Yes, we know about your Texas friend. We have been looking into the matter. However, leaving friendship apart, we have summoned Sergeant York to work with you on the next assignment, because beyond a doubt, it is a two-man operation. Dr. Paktan from India will give you your assignment.
Twice within the last 6 months, the London-Bombay 100-passenger airliner has been robbed in midair.
Sure.
As you are aware, this giant air cruiser not only carries 30 cabin passengers and 70 second and third class passengers, but delivers the bulk of mail and first-class freight between the English Commonwealth and my country. On the 2 occasions of these villainous attacks in midair, the aircraft was carrying riches of unnamed value.
What do you mean, robbed in midair?
A plane appeared out of nowhere. A shot was fired across the airliner's nose, and radio communications ordered the craft to be slowed to minimum cruising speed. A top escape hatch was ordered opened, and all passengers and crew members were ordered to remain in their cabins or seats or at their posts on pain of having the craft blown to bits in midair.
This was done?
On both occasions, this was done. A rope ladder was lowered from the pirate plane. 2 men dressed in black, leather jackets, and trousers with leather hoods and goggles came down the ladder into the liner, robbed the mail sacks, and then stripped the passengers of money and jewelry.
Sure. And then escaped back up through the hatch to their own plane, huh?
That is true. Your assignment is to take tonight's trip out on the London-Bombay plane, which is again carrying a sensationally rich cargo.
I say, bit of all right.
You will capture the 2 men who descend from the enemy plane. You will don their attire and return to the pirate ship in their stead.
Wouldn't you like it just as well if we mounted a cannon on the airliner and blew them out of the sky?
No, we must have that plane. It is of an unknown design, and it is our opinion that it is from some base or headquarters of far greater concern to the world than simply air piracy. We want the plane whole, the men alive, and such papers as they have aboard carefully preserved.
Well, we'll do what we can.
You will do better than that. This malignancy must be dealt with at its very source.
Say, Jack, talk about your luxury liner. If I didn't know differently, I'd think our quarters were a drawing room on the Super Chief out of Hollywood.
Yeah, not bad.
Regular 3-quarter bed and plumbing facilities right out of tomorrow. Oh, so here's a button I haven't pressed yet.
Hey, Reggie.
Nothing seems to be... Oh, I say. Will you listen to that?
You turned on the radio.
Horace Heights down from the Blue Danube at 23,000 feet in the air over Saudi Arabia. Well, if only Doc could be here with all his Texas boy amazement.
Well, we're riding first class. This is the cabin deck.
Don't worry about the steerage passengers, old boy. I was down there an hour ago checking with the co-pilot.
Steerage passengers doing all right, huh?
Millionaires have been traveling back and forth across the United States by air for the past 10 years with less.
Well, if you're ready.
Hello. Who's that?
I'll see.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Well, hello. You lost?
Not in the least. May I come into your cabin,
I
please?
say, do that.
Just a minute.
I was just saying to Jack, we have everything a man might ask for here in this cabin but a beautiful girl. May I take your wrap?
You're a forward young man, Mr. York.
I am.
You are? Making like a wolf. And I doubt if you even know my name.
But I say, you asked to come in.
You know who I am, don't you, Mr. Packard?
Yeah. Miss Judy Roberts. You won a British beauty contest, and this trip on the London-Bombay Air Express is part of your reward.
Oh, of course. You're the special guest of the pilot of this belly dreadnought. I saw you at his table at lunch.
Good. Then it's worked. Even you two gents have been fooled.
Oh, now, look here.
Will you say that again?
The 21 old men of 10 Gramercy Park didn't give even you a tip-off.
21. Then you're one of us?
That's right.
A little thing your size. A little dame as pretty.
Oh.
Yeah. Where did that gun come from?
All right. So I'm a pretty little dame, so I'm pint-sized. I'll still come in pretty handy with a stinger of this sort in case of a tie, don't you think?
Yes. Ruddy gun woman.
Put it away, Judy. We believe you. We just don't understand the need for reinforcement.
I'm your secondary defense in case of surprise tactics. The 21 old men decided on me at the last minute, just in case there might happen to be someone connected with the enemy who rides the ship as a passenger.
In other words, Reggie and I will be able to cope with the two pirates who come down the ladder from the attacking ship. But we might need help if there are members of the gang planted in the passenger lane.
Quite right.
Together our back guarding against the assassin's knife.
Furthermore, if there are agents on the passenger list, they are to be taken also.
But why a girl?
A girl's just right. If there are gangsters on board, they're going to be on watch for government undercover men. They'll examine every male passenger with suspicion, but who's going to give a second thought to anything as dainty and feminine as Judy here?
You can take me to the cocktail lounge and buy me a cold, pink drink with bubbly beads on top. For those kind words.
Shut off the radio, Reggie.
Righto.
Oh, before we go out, there's one thing.
Yeah?
You've made all the necessary arrangements with the pilot.
All set.
Well, I guess there's nothing else.
After making so blimmin' many arrangements, the Jolly Roger of the stratosphere will probably shun us like false teeth in a soup plate.
He's not supposed to know a trap's been laid.
He'll strike this time if he ever intends to strike again. We got a payload that'd come close to breaking the Bank of England if it were to be lost.
Really? I didn't know that.
But why? I mean to say there are other ways of shipping precious cargo.
Done on purpose. Tempt our pirates. Make the bait so alluring it can't be resisted. Well, shall we go to the cocktail lounge?
Oh, yes, please.
How far are we from the place we should expect to take?
Hey, Reggie. Keep your voice down in the corridor. You got the key?
Quite.
Okay, lead off, Judy.
They don't waste much space on corridors in these airplanes.
Who spends any time in corridors? Here we go up forward to the lounge.
Live music this afternoon in the cocktail lounge.
Well-filled lounge.
But they're so quiet.
Yes. Overawed at sitting in a modern lounge and sipping a cocktail at 23,000 feet.
Perhaps it's the pressurized cabin that makes them so restrained, huh?
Oh, and it is good music.
Oh, it is, it's that.
Mademoiselle, monsieur, please to come this way if you will.
Thank you. Come along, Judy.
This will be convenient.
Good.
Me, I am.
Oh, thank you, monsieur.
Your order, s'il vous plaît.
Robert?
A pink lady, please.
A martini, very dry. 4-1.
This is our formula, monsieur.
Good. Reggie?
A glass of milk.
I beg monsieur's pardon.
A glass of milk, all right. Don't give me that glassy stare.
With perhaps an egg and a jigger of sherry?
One glass of milk just as it came out of the cow. No doctoring.
The patron of the cow. One meets the strangest people in the stratosphere.
You'd have thought I'd offended the poor fellow, didn't you?
Hello. Our entertainer is a versatile fellow. First the piano, now the electric organ.
Those things can be awful.
Oh, like a cat speaking on the back bed.
And then I have heard it played as sweet as milk and honey. I wonder which... Ah, listen to this.
Not bad.
Oh, waiter.
Oui, mademoiselle. The drinks will be here in just a few moments.
No, please. Where is the powder room?
Powder room? To the back of the lounge. First door to the left.
Thank you. Will you gentlemen excuse me? Oh, no, don't get up.
Pleasure.
Thank you. I'll be back before the drinks get here.
Jack, what are your manners?
Sit down, Reggie.
Joseph, you usually get up when a lady leaves the table.
Who said Judy Roberts is a lady?
Why, sir?
Don't stand there with your mouth open. Sit down.
The man lost his wit.
Listen to me, Reggie. I think I know who the enemy agents are aboard this ship.
You do?
Are you blind?
Apparently I am.
You didn't see the expression on the piano player's face when Judy came in with us?
Sorry, I don't use my eyes half so well as my fist.
Oh, look here. Use it. Never mind. She's coming back.
I see there is something between those two.
You saw something?
Didn't you see a right
Never mind. Never mind now.
What, no drink yet? Oh, thank you, Mr. York.
Pleasure. Say, we're slowing down. Except on the brakes faster. Hey, listen. Must be it. Can't see another plane from here.
Don't get up, Reggie.
I say, hadn't we ought to go forward, Jack? Contact the pilot.
It's all arranged. The pilot's going to open the hatch directly over the cocktail lounge.
What do you want me to do?
Turn around. Turn facing the full length of the lounge.
That will put my back to you, Mr. York.
Exactly.
Should you wish?
Reggie, you know where to keep your eyes.
That piano player.
Reggie, that man at the third table, he's got a revolver out. Point it in this direction.
Piano player shot him.
Of course, you idiot. The piano player and I are on your team. Look out!
You got that second one, Jack. You laid him out for good.
We certainly scared the patrons.
Boy, everybody making himself as small as possible.
All right, all you people. Stay right where you are. Not a sound out of you. This is an airmail robbery. Somebody take care of that woman. Shut her up.
Listen. You can hear the pilot plane.
They're coming in to drop their men for the robbery.
Yes. You can see them out the window. Two men swinging on the ladder below their planes.
Sure. Such acrobatics.
That's what we'll be doing in 10 minutes from now if everything clicks.
Oh, they're out of sight. They're coming directly over.
Pilots released the hatch door right overhead. All they got to do is push it back and drop down in.
You think they'll come in until they're sure it's safe?
Can't tell. Listen.
Oh, they've landed.
They've been landed. Now the plane's circling the liner. Keep that woman quiet.
We're doing our best.
Listen. Two desperate men are going to drop in from the hatch in the roof in a minute. Everybody keep still and out of the way. Reggie, you and I'll jump them the minute they hit the floor.
With pleasure. I'll take the first one, you take the second.
The hatch is open.
Listen.
What is the situation in the cabin?
Now what do we say?
They're being cagey.
Let me answer.
I am talking for Honoré and Pascal. They say, come down quick.
Who are you?
I am girlfriend of Honoré and Pascal. They are two government undercover men trapped in private cabins. They tell me for you to come quick. It is safe.
You'd better be telling the truth.
Good girl.
2 men are being killed. Hurry! Hurry!
We are coming down.
Get set, Reggie. But don't grab the first one until the second one swings down so I can get him, too.
Right.
Here he comes.
Hurry! Hurry, do not wait!
We are coming.
Hold it, hold it. Now get them both.
Well, I got my man. How about you, Jack?
One more, sir.
Get back, everybody. Get back.
That takes care of that.
With true artistry.
Judy, you and your piano player police this room while Reggie and I strip these babies of their black leather uniforms and paraphernalia.
You're going to put them on?
We're going to let that pirate plane pick us up.
Oh, it's insane.
If they can do acrobatics on a rope ladder from a plane, why can't we?
Oh, please, it's murder.
Not at all. I've always wondered how I'd look hanging from a rope.
All right, everything's checked. Over them again, Judy.
Safety belts?
Check, Letter.
Parachutes?
Check.
2 diplomatic pouches stuffed with the alleged mail robbery loot.
Alleged is good.
Yeah, we each have a pouch.
Holsters, ammunition, shoulder guns.
Until I feel like a belly arsenal.
Well, that's how they came, so that's how we got to go back.
If they spot you on the ladder...
How can they? We're dressed exactly like their 2 men. Our pressure mask will protect our faces until we're hauled up.
I say, come on, Jack. Heave me up through the hatch, huh?
Our timing's perfect, according to the prisoner with a battered nose. All right, step in my hand.
Yeah. Up you go, right up. Hold myself up through. There.
All right, one of you men step over and give me a heave up. You, waiter with the accent. Give me a hand.
Ah, but oui, monsieur.
Thanks.
Here.
Easy.
Thank you.
Now then.
There you are. Up.
Got you. Come on up, Lieutenant. I gave the pirate ship a wave. They're coming around.
Close the hatch.
Goodbye, boys. I love you two guys. Goodbye.
Didn't take the enemy plane long to get into position behind us.
Watch it, Jack. Here she comes.
We're both going to have to grab the rope ladder at the same time, so grab as high as you can.
Right.
And hang on for dear life.
Here she comes!
Hey, you got hold all right?
Right. Got my feet on the lowest rung. How about you?
I got a hold with my hands all right. I can't seem to get a foothold.
Here. Does that help?
Thanks.
They were flapping out here like a shrimp tail in a high wind.
Breezy, all right.
Well, if either of us get thrown off this contraption, remember, we've got plenty of space under us and a couple of parachutes.
We're not going to get thrown off. We got a job topside.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start climbing up to it.
Right up. Here we go. Every time you take a foot off the rung, the blasted rope vanishes out in midair.
We're making progress. Not much farther now.
It's coming up on the... We've got the Bombay door open to receive us now.
Yeah, I noticed. We're going to have to act fast. Start knocking heads together the minute we set foot on solid flooring.
Oh, Joe, do I love action.
You're going to get it. If anyone's too far away to slug, shoot him. But not to kill.
Yeah, unless he gets knocked in, start shooting back.
They want prisoners, not corpses.
Okay.
Hey, there's 4 heads peering down at us. All right. Here we go up under and inside. No more conversation now.
All right, you men. What took you so long? Come up through the hatch. Did you get away with it? You did, eh? All right. Boys, heave them up. Get a good take, did you? Heave them up and close to Bombay, and let's get out of here. There you are, boys.
Get him, Reggie.
Right
There, we got him, Jack. We met the belly brute in their Oz. Never mind the historical speeches. Tie these birds up while I go and make friends with the pilot.
Oh, Joe, I forgot about him.
And then get on that radio and let them know in Bombay.
Yeah, what shall I say? Anything special?
Tell them on schedule, on the beam. Passengers under the weather, but will recover in plenty of time to be hanged.
I say, Jack, old boy, pick up that telephone, will you?
Are you ever going to get out of that bathtub?
I am out. Hey, there's a jolly good hotel they have here in Bombay.
Hello. Oh, hello, Judy. I wondered if I'd lost you for good at the airport. Huh? Yeah, come right up.
Oh, I say, old boy, I don't have on a stitch.
Yeah, Reggie's still in the bathroom, but we'll just lock the door.
Not at all. I refuse to stay in the bathroom.
Right away. Good.
I say, is she coming?
Right away.
Now what are you up to?
Hello. Room service? 2 pink ladies, some ice, and a bottle of seltzer. Yeah.
And a pitcher of milk, old boy.
Oh, yeah, and a pitcher of milk. Yeah, milk. You don't want the baby to go hungry, do you? Yeah. And make it fast.
What was that crack about babies?
How else can you explain milk to a bartender?
Oh, I say, is that the girl?
Close that bathroom door. And keep it closed.
I'm here.
And dressed for, too, I see. Come in.
Thank you.
Let me take your wrap.
Oh, Jack, I know the most wonderful Russian gypsy place on the waterfront where 2 people...
Sold. We'll have our drinks and be on our way.
Good. Oh, this afternoon when you 2 men climbed up that ladder to the second plane, I didn't think that tonight. And the officials who met us at the airport and took over the prisoners, they were so delighted. Goodness, the town of Bombay is yours tonight if you wish.
Who wants Bombay with you in the vicinity?
I say, talk a bit louder. I can't hear very well.
Quiet in the bathroom.
You going out?
Right away. We'll leave the drinks for you. Have a party for yourself. 2 pink ladies, seltzer, ice, and a pitcher of milk. See you in the morning.
You know, Jack, this is not a bad life. We live.
I quite agree. And I might add, this is the first time I'd ever thought to look for a Russian gypsy hideout on the waterfront of Bombay.
I was here only one time before. I remember the music, the dim light, the pink ladies with bubbles on top.
With bubbles on top, she likes them.
And on the floor above, there's dancing. And a balcony with the booths all closed in, where one may watch the moon go down and the morning sun come up.
I see, Major Packard.
Oh, now.
Oh, no, please. Please don't listen.
I see, Packard. It's most important.
Who the blazes are you?
No, Jack, don't disappoint me. It's not too late. Send him away.
See here, old chap, there's a most frightful message. We're waiting you at the consulate. We've been combing Bombay for you.
What kind of message?
If you don't stop to pack, you can catch the night air express back to London.
What?
Sergeant York is waiting for you at the airport.
Why the rush?
Oh, I can't tell you. That whole secret. Cops and robbers, cloaks and daggers, and all that berry rot. Not to mention 21 old gentlemen.
The 21 old men of 10 Gramercy Park?
And something about a berserk submarine and piracy rampant.
You see, now our night's all shot to ribbons. A girl never gets her innings in this business.
You have just heard I Love Adventure, a Carlton E. Morse production featuring Michael Raffetto as Jack Packard and Tom Collins as Reggie York. Next week, The Devil's Sanctuary, an epic adventure in the South Pacific. Others in the cast were Jeanette Nolan, Lal Chand Mehra, Everett Glass, Rolf Sedan, Earl Lee, and Don Morrison. The Great Airmail Robbery was written and directed by Carlton E. Morse. Music by Rex Corey. Sound effects by Fred Cole and Robert Conlon. Your announcer, Dresser Dahlstedt. Now, a listening reminder. The clock ticks off 30 minutes of intrigue and excitement. So don't miss another thrilling drama on The Clock, heard tonight over this same ABC station. This is ABC, the American Broadcasting Company. International Incident Number 3.
Jack Packard, you and your companion, Sergeant York, are requested to make your return to London immediately for confidential assignment in the South Pacific. Signed, the 21 old men of 10 Gramercy Park.
Adventure. The American Broadcasting Company presents a new Carlton E. Morse production featuring the international escapades of Jack, Doc, and Reggie. Tonight's incident is entitled The Devil's Sanctuary.
Well, back in London again.
Yep. That's right. Well, there's a taxi, Jack, so we'll grab it. In with you.
10 Gramercy Park, cabby.
I have the change, Jack. Here you are, friend.
I never walk up the steps, Tim Gramercy, I don't have the feeling I'm about to enter a cathedral.
It does give you rather a churchy feeling.
It's Major Peck and Sergeant York.
Yeah?
Right on.
You're awaited in the reception chamber.
Good.
All right, in, gentlemen.
Hello. Tapestry's already been pulled from across the great mirror.
Must be in a hurry for us this time.
You see, the other side of that huge mirror acts as a window so they see us?
That's right. Mirror on this side, clear window pane from the other.
Come down into the room, gentlemen.
Yes. 21 old boys are already assembled.
We arrived as nearly on schedule as train service would allow.
We knew what detained you, but to business. 2 weeks ago, when, through your efforts, Major Packard, a pirate submarine was sunk and a ship with 1,000 lives saved, you performed a greater service than you knew. The waters of the area were combed for wreckage to identify the submarine. We were most successful. We now have knowledge of that pirate sub's home base.
Good. I was wondering about that.
Yes. You and Sergeant York will be flown to Guadalcanal, where you will be given a small inter-island craft which you two can handle yourselves. You will represent yourselves to be island traders looking for copra.
This an island we're heading for?
One of the islands fortified by the Japanese during World War II, but bypassed by the American Navy. It was forgotten and thought to be dead. But instead of dying, it has festered and become a sore spot in international relations.
Sure, I've always wanted to cruise through the South Pacific.
Be on your guard. Desperate men who have submarines at their command may be as deadly as the rattlesnake.
Just our meat.
Your transportation is ready. Do this job quickly, or you will not live to do it at all.
We're coming in nicely. Better idle for a little.
Righto.
Well, there's our island, big as life.
And twice as dreary. Any signs of life?
Not a flicker.
Well, they're bound to have seen us.
Sure, and they'll have more powerful glasses than these.
Say, Jack, don't you think we've overdone our makeup?
You're not getting stage fright, are you?
Not at all. Do you think it was necessary to make us smell like the bottom of an abandoned Chinese fishing junk?
Well, we're supposed to smell the way we look.
Well, meet Flotsam and Jetsam, the 2 island-hopping copra traders.
2 beachcombers going ashore for fresh water and a look-see. What do you make of it, Reggie?
Like 100 others of these islands. Narrow sandy beach, hills and back. Probably a lagoon in the middle.
Probably honeycombed with caves and tunnels.
Well, the American Navy jolly well fooled these Japanese atoll fortifications with its island hopping, leaving the beggars to wither on the vine.
Here's one atoll apparently didn't wither. Why do you suppose?
Let's go and see.
Right. Shut off the motor. I'll let down the hook.
Aye, aye, sir.
That's good. Bring the dinghy alongside. I'll hand you down the water keg.
Coming up. Here you are. Lower away.
There's the first one.
Got it.
And number 2.
Right up. There. Boy.
All set. Push off.
You watch the beach, Jack. I'll take the oars.
Keep her nose a little more into the wind, Red.
Right up. I say, Doc Long would have loved this.
The old Texas pirate. I wonder where he is. What made you think of him?
Oh, I always do when we go sticking our noses into hornets' nests.
Nobody ever loved a fight half so much.
Well, we may jolly well wish we had him along before we finish.
Hey, a little more right on, Reggie.
Right on it is. Yeah. Any sign yet of hornets?
Everything's quiet. Too quiet, maybe.
Hair on the back of my neck says we're being watched.
I'll take half that bet.
Suppose they lie doggo.
You mean let us fill our water kegs, hoping we'll go away?
That's it.
Well, we just have to disappoint them and get curious.
If we start poking around, we should get action. We jolly well don't want any squatters on this island.
And we'll squat.
No, we're getting close in. Surf doesn't sound too bad.
An easy landing. We'll catch the next wave and ride it in.
Righto.
Here it comes. Hit it, Reggie. That's it.
And there she is. All ashore that's going ashore.
Give me a hand. We'll pull the dinghy high and dry.
Right.
Good. We'll each take a keg. Once we're up on the bank and into that bamboo, we'll be covered. Then we can figure out our next move. All right, this'll do for a minute.
We're under cover, but I still have that crawly feeling. Someone's onto us.
This jungle's so thick. Hey, keep an eye out. There's somebody in that thicket behind you.
Quiet. You can hear, but you can't see in this bloody jungle.
Gentlemen,
There he is, behind that gum tree.
I am quite unarmed. Have no fear.
Put your gun.
Who are you?
Easy, Reggie. I think I know. Won't you join us, Professor?
I judge from your friend's accent he's a countryman of mine.
I'm an Englishman, if that's what you mean.
Exactly. I am Dr. Spencer Morgan.
Spencer Morgan, that's it. How about that? My hand, Professor.
All right, Jack. He's Spencer Morgan. Who's Spencer Morgan?
He was, or is, one of the greatest scientists you Englishmen ever had.
Was?
Is. What do you mean? Dr. Spencer Morgan and his daughter were lost in a plane crash over the hump during the last year of the war.
There was no plane crash.
The plane was never found. Our OSS dropped hundreds of pictures of the doctor and his daughter in China.
The plane was forced down. The crew and the other passengers were murdered. My daughter and I were brought to this island.
Why? By who?
Oh, that can wait. You mustn't stay here. You must go quickly.
We just get here and the man says to go.
Please fill your casks. Get back on board your boat and get away from here while you can.
Leave you here?
Believe me, the slightest delay in your reappearing with your casks filled will be fatal.
Reggie, fill the kegs while I talk to the doctor.
The spring is over by the farms.
Then while we're separated...
Go on. Do what the professor says.
Yeah, you're the boss. But I don't have to like it.
They even suspect that I've talked with you. You'll never leave this island alive.
They? Who are they?
Devils incarnate, mister.
Jackpackers. What? The leaders, who are they?
There isn't time. Here, take this.
What's this?
Here, this package, sealed in oilskin. Take it.
What is it?
It's a diary, the story of this island.
Names and all?
Everything. When you are safely away, read it. Then get it into the hands of the first American or British Navy or Army officer you can find.
Can we take you with us?
They'd see. You'd never get away. You don't realize...
Jack, look what I've got.
Hey, a girl.
Yeah, come along here, you little wildcat. Come on now.
Let me go.
There we are.
You hear? Stop it. Let me go.
Emily, it's all right.
Father.
Let her go, Reggie. Is this your daughter, Professor?
Yes. Emily, these two gentlemen...
Who's a gentleman?
Joseph, I've made a mistake.
Well, I should think so.
Emily, why are you on the beach?
Father, something most peculiar is happening in the fortress.
Peculiar?
Yes, confusion. They seem to be preparing for something.
Is it Reggie's and my arrival?
No. No, it began before they sighted your craft. It's something ominous, Father. I came to find you, and I saw you coming toward the beach, and then I saw one of the guards following you.
Following? If this rendezvous becomes known...
Maybe he lost you in the jungle. I know I lost him. I was creeping along the edge of the shoreline, trying to pick him up when this person...
Sergeant Reggie York at your service.
He jumped me and began dragging me down the beach.
You say I was followed? If someone has seen me talking with you, too... Quickly. Get back into your dinghy and get to the boat. Leave you two here? Get that oilskin package to the outside world.
What's that?
Listen. They're shelling our boat.
Yes, sir. 3 inches or 75.
We're lost.
Our one hope.
Professor, get out of here. You and your daughter get back to where you belong.
So that's blasted good shooting. Near miss.
Get out of here. Run for it. Both of you.
Come on, Father. Come on.
That one got her. Right at the waterline.
Don't look now, but here comes the reception committee.
Oh, reinforcements of the enemy. Anyway, the professor and the girl got out of sight.
Hey, Reggie, quick. Keep between me and them. I want to bury this in the sand.
Righto. Have to work fast. What is it?
The history of the island.
About finished, Jack?
Another second.
There goes the latest part. She didn't smell like one, but she was a good old boat once you lost it.
Good.
And here comes as ugly a cruise you ever want to see.
Halt! 1, 2. You will come with me, please?
You bet we'll come with you. And you better take us to someone who can tell us why our boat was sunk.
We be explained in due time by a proper person.
What? There, I say it. Quit that. What right have you to smash our dinghy?
Oh, sorry, but orders are orders. You perhaps have been a soldier one day.
What's that got to do with it?
Then you will understand that orders are given to be carried out, even though sometimes most unpleasant.
Blood beggar. You mean you have further orders?
Correct. You will accompany me without resistance or be shot.
Great choice.
I choose the first. Lead on, Macduff.
Name Harimoto, not Macduff. This way, please.
Say, Jack, we're going underground.
Way under.
Uh-oh. Here we stop unless Harimoto can walk us through the steel doors.
What? Hey, Bill! What's up?
Hey, there they open. Electric eye.
Say, look at those doors. They must weigh tons.
Look like the Panama lock.
You will enter free.
How can you resist a chappie who says please?
Come on, we're in up to our necks now. Hey, look at this, will you? Cement ball big enough to hold a skyscraper.
Sure. Well, that ceiling must be 150 feet high.
Sunk into the natural rock. The top must be about sea level.
You remind me of submarine pens.
Reggie, that's exactly it. This room can be flooded. Hey. Hey, close the door, Thomas.
What's become of Harimoto's boys?
How do you like this? Trapped in a submarine pen.
Miniature Panama Canal locks.
Very clever deduction, my friend.
What's that?
My hearing voice.
You are. And listen closely. Now, gentlemen, will you face those closed doors? Right. Now then, 1 minute's time, you will die. 1 minute.
We should have flicked it out down on the beach.
Well, at least we could have got our hand on our throat or two.
10 seconds.
What's he trying to do, make my hair stand on end?
Maybe giving us a moment for meditation before we leave it all behind us.
20 seconds.
Thanks for nothing.
He doesn't even tell us how we're going to die. Knife, gun, rope.
30 seconds.
Sorry, Reggie, dragging you in.
Oh, we've been in tight spots before, Jack. We're not dead till we stop kicking. Well, if this is it, happy landing.
40 seconds.
Say hello to Doc if you see him, friend.
We'll do it. You do the same. All right, you old boy, let's have it to save you 10 seconds.
My compliments, gentlemen. You're brave men.
Come on. We're going to die, let's have it.
No. You are much too valuable to be killed.
Say, if this is your idea of humor.
It was not humor. It only proves that you are the men we believed you to be.
And who's we?
That you will learn in due time. For the present, what you need is a bath, a shave, and fresh clothes. Kato, show the gentlemen to their quarters.
This way, gentlemen, if you please.
That's right. First he offers curtains, then he offers us a bath.
Oh, yeah. Nothing like dunking the carcass in the bathtub, Reggie. I even smell pretty good again. But enough said. Ah, even got real honest to Grandma bath towel. Hey, Reggie, how do those clothes fit? Hey, Reggie. You out there, Reggie? Second thought it isn't funny. I better get into my pants. That you, Red?
Major Parker?
Sure. Wait just a second. All right, just come in now.
Major Parker.
Oh, Miss Spencer Morgan. Did you meet my sidekick wandering around outside?
You mean Sergeant York? He's with my father and the others.
Your father and what others? Just a minute while I get my shoes on.
The other prisoners. I'll take you to them.
That crazy Englishman will stick his nose in anywhere. I was afraid...
Please come. Something queer is happening on this island. My father wants to talk to you.
Fair enough. Let's go. Hey, you call yourself prisoners, yet you seem free to wander all over the place.
That's part of this queer thing that's happening. We were closely guarded at first, but for the last few days, they seem very short-handed. Anyway, there's no way to escape.
Both you and your father speak of they. Who are they?
Herr von Elsen will tell you. He and the others were brought here by them.
What others?
No, down this corridor. The scientists. Von Elsen was one of the inventors of the A-bomb. Dr. Müller is a mathematician and physicist. Dad, as you know, is a bacteriologist.
Oh, I get it. Self-guided missiles, nuclear fission, bacteriological warfare.
That's what they're planning. Worldwide murder. Another war.
You can't make war on the world from this little island. They, whoever they are, must be part of some bigger organization.
I'm sure of it. Here, take this package. This door.
Oh, here he is.
Hello, Doctor. Ah, I would hardly recognize you since your shaven bath, Major Packard. This is Helfer Nelson.
How do you do? Close the door, please. Good. And this is Dr. Mueller.
We are very glad to see you, Major. Herbert Nelson and Dr. Mueller have been on the island from the beginning, Jack. It's a fantastic story.
You must know it, Major. Please, Nelson.
Yes. After VE Day, all was confusion in Germany. The Allied forces entered Berlin, and Dr. Mueller and I were thrown into jail. A few nights later, we were smuggled out in the dead of night by friends, we thought. But we were wrong. There was a long trip in automobiles, and then we were smuggled aboard a submarine.
Ah, on such a submarine. It was like an ocean liner.
3 men seemed to be in command. The same 3 who now rule this island.
Who are they?
That we do not know. We know only their voices.
This we do know. The submarine on which we came to this place was one prepared for Hitler and his party.
Hey, what's that? That's the summons to the council chamber. What's that all about?
Who can tell? But you will see for yourself.
I can hardly wait. Come on, Emily. May I take you into the Roman orgy? Well, you look at this. Regular throne room.
They live on the best. Dangerous men with expensive appetites.
Huge Chinese rug and these draperies and art treasures. Well, they must have sacked the city.
Yeah, look at those gunmen on the platform. Tommy guns and all.
The leader's coming.
Oh, John Hanamoto is parting the curtains at the back of the platform.
Uh-oh. Couldn't figure. So those are the 3 top men.
Careful, Major.
Now, look at little Hanamoto bow, will you? Bet he could touch his toes without bending his knees.
Silence! I congratulate our new guests on their improved appearance.
Thank you.
Now, instead of 2 beachcombers, we find we have the honor of entertaining Major Jack Packard, formerly of United States Intelligence, Sergeant Reginald York, late of the Royal Air Force.
Oh, sir.
Major,
Silence!
I had no idea that...
Gentlemen of science, Spencer Morgan, we are about to leave this island.
So that's what...
Yes. The secret has become known to our enemies, the free nations of the world. For that, we have to thank the talents of Major Packard, the unforgivable stupidity of one of our agents. We have received orders to transfer the treasure on this island and the even more valuable scientific and technical knowledge represented by you gentlemen to the international headquarters of our Grand Council. Our responsibility for you will then terminate. Our responsibility for you, Major Packard, you, Sergeant York, is only beginning. The Grand Council knows many things, but not enough. They wish to question you about a certain organization in London.
We don't know any organization in London.
Tell that to the Council, and you will be a sorry man. Colonel Harimoto.
Yes, Excellency?
You will conduct our guests to their quarters aboard the submarine.
Tell me, Professor, is this the sub they brought you and Emily to the island on?
Yes, remarkable, isn't it?
These are the very same quarters we occupied then.
Oh, it's like a blooming yacht. Well, service isn't bad, either. Where's Sato? I'd like another pot of tea.
Say, speaking of Sato, did he ever bring that deck of playing cards I asked for?
Yes, here they are. A new deck.
Okay, how about a hand or two of bridge?
Major Packard, how can you think of playing cards at a time like this?
Hey, I hate titles in peacetime. Call me Jack. And be my partner, huh?
Peacetime, he says. A fine peace the world has.
Count me in, Jack. How about you, Professor?
Oh, I play badly, but it'll pass the time.
All right. Cut for deal. Trey.
Me. Ding.
Ace. Oh, no, it isn't. You forgot to take out the joker, Jack. And there's something written on it. Oh, that's funny. Listen. Suggest you play Vente Fine game for old men.
Let's do that.
What does it mean? Vente Well, that's the French game 21.
Reggie, this is it. The break we've been waiting for.
We'll follow you.
Vente a French card game. Translated, it's 21. And fine game for old men.
See, sir?
Sato, who gave you these cards?
Him say not tell.
Okay. You tell them to come to number 10 Gramercy Park. Can you remember that? 10 Gramercy Park.
10 Gramercy Park. Yes, I will say so.
What does it mean, Jack? 10 Gramercy Park. What are you talking about?
Well, do you suppose it's one of the hooded men, Jack?
Not a chance. What's happened, Jack? Someone wants to be awfully sure who we are.
But who?
I don't know, but my message will bring him. Oh, hold it. Come in.
Well, how about that?
Haramoto.
Keep the voices down, please. I will explain. Major Packard, I was not sure until I received your reply.
You're the last person I expected to see, Colonel. A Japanese.
Oh, pardon. I am an American. UCLA, 1938. I am Nisai, born in Los Angeles.
How about Sato?
Sato, my orderly. He will do what I say.
What are we up against, Haramoto?
Oh, tough job. 20 men and crew, all dangerous. Besides 3 war criminals, even more dangerous.
All right, when do we act? When is the best time to make our play?
Right after midnight. Change your watch. When we service to charge a battery, some of the men will be topside, and they will be unarmed.
How about some guns?
Oh, I take care of that. I must go now. The crew is on edge and watchful.
11 o'clock. An hour to wait.
Hey, let me warn you. These 3 hooded men, all desperate. They will destroy the boat and themselves before they will allow themselves to be captured.
How about the crew?
Oh, desperate, but they will submit rather than commit suicide.
Good. That'll help.
That is all now.
Oh, say, I hope somebody knows how to run this tub once we take it over.
Jack?
I've been talking things over with Van Elsen and Mueller. We want to help.
Thanks, but you'll help us most by staying right in here and keeping out of the way. You too, Emily.
Just give Emily a gun when Harimoto comes with him.
Now, here he is.
Yes, automatic for each of you. When time comes, I quiet the guards outside. Look out for Tommy guns when you go forward after the crew. And here's a rough plan of the craft.
Good.
We are surfacing now. I have the hatch open in a few minutes, and some of the men will go on deck.
Can you keep those birds topside while we clean up below?
Oh, easy. I will close the hatch after them and rock it.
Good.
That is all until 8 bell. This time, when I go out, I will not rock this door. Come out fast when the 8th bell has struck.
You got that, Reggie?
The 8th bell is our cue.
Good rock.
Just 15 minutes to go.
Here come the bells.
Now. Come on, Reggie.
Right behind you.
Hey, what the... Hey, look, Reggie. These passageways are narrow. Not more than one man can come out at a time. Take them as they come.
And here they come right now.
Hey, there's Sato. Keep him in, Sato.
Hatch is shut and locked.
Haramoto.
Oh, right here, Major.
Can we lock the crew quarter doors from this side?
Yes, if you can drive them back.
Hey, Reggie.
Right up.
Take a grenade and go forward and lock their door. If his shot is fired, let him have it.
Had enough, see I?
All secure up there, Reggie?
All secure.
Let's go aft now and see how Sato's making out.
Here. What's that?
We are down by the bow. Look, we are diving.
Get to the controls. The controls. Hey, that's the controls. Look, a hooded man. Hey, good shot, Haramoto. He's down.
He thought the hatch was open. He was trying to sink us. I will take over the control.
Jack, they got Sato after he emptied his magazine.
Quick, the other 2.
They must have shot themselves.
Quick, get that door open. Too late. They knew the TIG was up. Let's take a look at them. Their hoods are off.
Hey, I know that bird. No wonder he shot himself. That's von Heppel, head of a concentration camp. I don't know this other chap.
I do. He's an American, I'm sorry to say.
So, a pretty trio of social scum.
Well, let's get to Haramoto and get our course set.
Course? Which way do we point the nose of this tin fish?
Hong Kong is the nearest port.
Hong Kong she is. Hong Kong, then back to England.
It'll be wonderful, Father. Here's Ireland below us. Just one more hour and we'll be home to London.
I never thought to see it again.
We have much to thank you for, Jack. And you, Sergeant, you're... Oh, where's he gone?
Back to interview the willowy blonde hostess.
Interview her? What about?
What her intentions are for this evening?
You.
That brings me to something I've been wanting to say, Emily.
Yes?
After the hurrahs and public acclaim in London have died down this evening, what will you be doing?
Father,
I'm a scientist, my dear, not the crystal gazer.
what would you have me do, Jack?
I'd rather show you. There's a colorful place in one of the back streets of Soho. Yes, the Den of Thieves, Milford Street.
So this is the Den of Thieves.
You like it?
Oh, I like the music very much. English music hall.
That all?
I like the mirrors all about the room. It makes it seem like you and I go on forever. Down through infinity.
Not a bad idea.
Oh, no, you don't mean that. But for just this one evening, we could pretend it was so. Oh, look. The person with the scarlet face and the black cap.
What about him?
Seems so interested. Jack, he's coming to our table. He just went on by.
He left this folded paper on the table as he passed.
Is it important?
An elephant and camel caravan awaits your arrival on the outer edge of French Indo-China jungle, where border warfare may break out within the week. You have 72 hours to reach Saigon. Signed, 21 old men of Gramercy Park.
Another mission so soon?
Wonder if they know where to get hold of Reggie.
How did they find you?
I don't know. I tried to cover our tracks tonight.
But this night, Jack, at least it belongs to us.
How about that? Yanking me out of the arms of romance right in the heat of battle.
You have just heard I Love Adventure, a Carlton E. Morse production featuring Michael Raffetto as Jack Packard and Tom Collins as Reggie York. Next week, International Incident Number 4, The Lost Sacred City of Shiva, a colorful Burmese border affair. Emily was played by Jean Bates, Ramsey Hill was her father, the professor, Everett Glass, the spokesman. The hooded leader was Louis Van Ruten, Haramoto was played by Harry Lang, Don Morrison was Van Elson, and Lal Chan Mara was Mueller. The Devil's Sanctuary was written by Carlton E. Morris with John Paul Schofield. Organ by Rex Curry. Sound effects by Fred Cole and Robert Conlon. Your announcer, Dresser Dahlstedt. Now, a listening reminder. For an unusual story, one you'll never forget, hear The Clock. The Clock brings you 30 minutes of excitement next on this ABC station. This is ABC, the American Broadcasting Company. International Incident Number 4.
Jack Packard and Reggie York. Report to London at once for assignment in French Indochina. Signed, the 21 old men of 10 Gramercy Park.
I Love Adventure. The American Broadcasting Company presents a new Carlton E. Morse production featuring the international escapades of Jack, Doc, and Reggie. Tonight's incident brings you The Pearl of Great Price.
Good morning, Major Packard. And you too, Sergeant York, sir.
Good morning.
Glad to have you two gentlemen back at 10 Gramercy Park with us again.
Thanks.
Right into the great reception hall, if you will, please.
All right, Reggie.
Right in. Right in, please. Quiet.
Well, I say, Jack, the door closed with no sound at all.
Sound's been deadened in this great room.
But it made such a frightful noise from the outside. I say, Jack, do you have the feeling of having been to church when you come into this room?
Why not? The cathedral-like windows, tapestries depicting the history of the world hanging from the vaulted ceiling 3 stories up, furniture and paintings and carpets that were used by emperors and queens, and a princely horde from the beginning of organized government.
Sure. Is that what all this represents?
And more.
No wonder I feel reverent. I'm communing with the ghosts of the great names of history.
And it's against this background the 21 old men are working.
Look here. Except that we've done a couple of nasty jobs for them, do we know anything about them?
We don't know who they are individually. What they stand for, yes.
Do we indeed?
They're a group of international figures, each one representing his native country, gathered together with wealth and power and the good of the world at heart.
Come to London at once for assignment in French Indochina. Who wants to go to Indochina?
I do. So do you, if it's interesting enough.
I'd still like to know just what these 21 old graybeards are up to.
Well, it's pretty simple. The world's in chaos today. Governments are weak and suspicious. Everyone feels as though he's sitting on dynamite. 21 old men use us and others like us as their undercover instruments to work behind the scenes and clean up festering spots with no one the wiser.
A very excellent explanation, Major Packard.
Oh, there goes the tapestry back. 21 old men are in session.
Did you speak, Sergeant York?
Not at all, sir. Just the fact that you can see us from behind that ruddy glass while we seem to be talking to the empty air.
Believe me, Sergeant, you are not talking to the empty air.
I'm sure of that, sir.
Before I give you into the hands of Monsieur Renault, our French representative, for your next assignment, the 21 old men have asked me to state that you, Sergeant York, were overheard referring to us as 21 old graybeards.
Oh, I say.
Quite all right, Sergeant. Quite all right. It is simply that the majority of our members are entirely smooth-shaven, and they feel out of character being referred to as graybeards.
I shall refrain in the future.
And now then, Monsieur Renault.
Hey, one more question, please.
Well?
What about our third partner, Doc Long? Are you looking for him?
We are making inquiries. The matter has our attention. And now, Monsieur Renault.
Major Packard, Sergeant York. Your next assignment will take you to the northernmost border of French Indochina, where it joins Burma. It is jungle country. It is dangerous country at this moment because there is deep unrest among the natives of both countries. Therefore, you will travel from the last civilized outpost to the lost city of Shiva upon the backs of elephants.
Not elephants.
Quiet, Reggie.
Upon the backs of elephants, with Hindu and Sikh outriders upon Tibetan ponies and camels.
A circus, no less.
What's our jumping-off place?
That you do not need to know. One of our planes will fly you to Saigon, and another will take you to the last outpost. There you will contact the camel and elephant train.
I say, what for? What's the assignment?
That you will be told at the last outpost of civilization. Do not waste time on questions. There is a cab driver waiting who will take you to the airport directly.
Well, thanks for the ride.
Au revoir. Au revoir.
Jack, look here. This is no airport.
Just the same, this flying junk heap has landed. Come on, get out.
Yeah. Nothing but a blimmin' cow pasture. And all the cows look like buffalo.
Not buffalo, caribou.
Last outpost of civilization's right. No town, no hotel, and night coming on. Hey! Where's he going?
I don't know. He's delivered us here. Now I guess he's going home.
What, but look here, Jack. We're just being dumped out here in the middle of nowhere. Getting dark and no friends, no contact.
Oh? Are you so sure?
Hello. Where did you pop from?
I've got some Tibetan ponies hitched to a buckboard, or what's left of a buckboard. Over there, behind those banyan trees.
Yeah. There goes our plane.
Yes, I kept out of sight until he taxied off.
Nobody told us we were going to meet a girl.
Especially not an English girl. What are you doing out here in the fringe of nowhere?
My husband was an OSS officer out here during the war. He liked it here. He brought me back afterwards.
Oh, explains you being here. And your husband?
Dead.
Oh. Sorry.
Don't bother. He couldn't resist the charms of the native women. And I found him on the doorstep one morning with a kriss straight through him. I guess that taught him.
Oh, look here.
Oh, I should think you'd return to England.
Has that got anything to do with your assignment out here?
No.
No. Is your curiosity satisfied?
Yeah?
Yes. Well, then, let's get into what's left of my buckboard after these four-legged Tibetan devils get through kicking the blazes out of it and head into town. All right, you shaggy little imps of Satan. Take us to the hotel.
Jolly good dinner. You know, I'm a great curry eater myself.
Yeah, so I noticed.
I brought you out here in the garden behind the hotel where we can talk in the darkness without being overheard.
It's about time we got down to something definite. You say you had direct word from the 21 old man?
Yes. Listen. That music's coming from the Temple of Agog behind the garden. That's the real Chinese flute.
It has the flavor of this jungle setting. What are those chimes?
Chinese bells, cymbals. I don't know all the names for their instruments.
Well, never mind that. What I want to know is, what are Reggie and I doing in the backcountry of Indochina? What's up?
You are 10 days' journey by camel or elephant from the Burma border.
Yeah?
Someplace near the border is the lost city of Shiva.
Well, I thought this was the last outpost.
The lost city is dead.
Dead?
Banyan trees and jungle vines have swallowed it up. Except for a few priests of the old religion, worshippers of Shiva, it is uninhabited.
I've heard of these old cities of a lost civilization. Why are we going there?
Keep your voices guarded. There is a pearl of great price hidden there.
Pearl?
Those are the words I was told to give you. Recently, the sacred temple in Lai King on the Burmese border was raped and pillaged. The marauders and their precious loot have said even now to be under the protection of the priests of the lost city.
What's all this stilted English you're using?
I'm repeating a message word for word which I was told to give you.
Marauders from Indochina crossed the border and pillaged a Burmese temple.
Yes.
And brought their loot back across the border into Indochina.
And are now under the protection of the high priests of the lost city of Shiva.
And we're to round up the marauders and loot?
The pearl of great price.
What?
That is all that is required of you. Return the pearl of great price.
You mean look for a single precious stone in a sweltering jungle hundreds of miles? Here. Aren't we getting an awful long way from the hotel?
The further from listening ears, the better.
So, jungle creeps right up to the very threshold of civilization, doesn't it?
It's a fight. Man against nature. Never ends in the tropics.
Those creeping vines gleam like serpents in the moonlight.
Yeah, let's turn back. I don't like it. Hey, Reggie, look at that. Men creeping out of the jungle.
Run! Run!
Oh, we can't. They're behind us.
Hello!
The jungle raiders! The jungle raiders!
Tear into them, Reggie!
Hey, Reggie!
Enough! Enough! वो गिर गए हैं. We want them alive.
Tell this slimy native to take his hands off me.
और इसको छोड़ दो.
I should think so. I deliver these men into your hands and you treat me like a piece of merchandise.
It was a mistake in the confusion. You have delivered them according to plan. The Mem Sahib does her job well.
चलो आगे चलो जल्दी जल्दी आगे चलो
You coming around, Reggie?
Oh, I say, this awful motion. A bit of an earthquake, huh?
We're in a howdah aboard an elephant.
Oh, no. You're only spoofing, Jack.
How do you feel?
Rotten. Head splitting, stomach churning, tongue swollen.
Hey, guard! Water! Give him water!
Funny.
Yes, sir. Bound, head and foot.
Yeah, same here.
All right, remember?
Funny.
Oh, sure, yes. Hold that water bag to my mouth. Water. Beautiful stuff, water.
Right hand. Right hand.
Yeah, thanks, old boy. Oh, now I remember, Jack. We were set on by these jungle jackals and beaten into insensibility.
Yeah, back in the hotel garden. They swarmed over us like locusts.
Huh. Where are we now?
Listen.
What's that? Monkeys. Birds.
Yeah. We're plunging through trackless jungle.
Captives on an elephant. Well, what's it all about? Oh, I say, Jack, couldn't they roll up the canvas sides of this hotter? It's hotter than blazes.
I got one or two glimpses out. There's nothing to see but jungle.
Oh, the heat.
The heat's worse in the open.
Listen. Did I hear something following us? Even a belly musician. How about hearing things?
Whole caravan. Elephants leading off to break trails. Camels and Tibetan ponies to the rear.
You mean we've been grabbed off by some roving jungle tribe? Well, what do they expect to get out of us?
I don't know. Doesn't make sense. What's become of the girl?
Flora? Sure.
They could have her on another elephant, I suppose, but looks to me like something else.
Oh, the swaying and rocking's doing things to my inside.
Yeah, it'll get worse before it gets better. Keep your mind on what I'm saying.
Yeah, you said... What did you say?
I say I think Flora framed us with this bunch of bandits.
But she had word from the 21 old men to help us.
Or did she? Mighty funny she had to take us to the back end of that hotel garden to talk to us. And how did these boys happen to be back there waiting for us?
Well, but she had to be what she said, Jack.
Why?
Because she's the only one who knew why we're here. We didn't even know ourselves until she told us.
Hey, that's right. The pearl of great price. If she's an enemy, that may be a lot of hokum. How about that? Kidnapped on elephants without the faintest idea what our assignment is.
Oh, boy, this heat's brutal. If we don't get someplace pretty soon, you've lost yourself a good right-hand man.
Good evening. It is getting cooler.
What? Such politeness.
Who are you?
I am the one who kidnapped you to this place.
I'm not surprised you got the face for it.
You do not like my face?
Hey, what is this place? Where are we? What became of the elephant caravan?
This is the lost city of Shiva.
Sure. The lost city of... Hey, look, what is this? You kidnap us. You drag us out here trussed up like chickens. Then you turn us loose, give us this adobe cottage on the edge of the jungle with servants and fresh clothes and treat us like guests. What's it all about?
You are dissatisfied? Did we not bring your luggage from the hotel? Did you not return your weapons?
Well, you did that.
But why the about face? One minute we're captives. Next, nothing's too good for us.
Listen.
Now, okay. Drums.
Ceremonial drums from the temple. The old ones are performing the rites of purification with the dancing girls.
Dancing girls?
Those you will not see. They are the maidens of the temple.
Look, I don't care about dancing girls or maidens.
Oh, look here, Jack. Let's not go too far.
Stop beating around the bush. What's up?
You do not know? I do not know.
You don't know why you brought us here?
It was a commission given to me. Kidnap the two white men from the hotel garden, deliver them by elephant train to the lost city of Shiva. Give them the Mahatma's quarters with the Mahatma's servants to wait on them. And after that...
Yeah, after that, what?
Do their bidding.
Oh, Joe, really?
How about that? Bring us here and then do our bidding.
Yes. The elephant and camels are tied up in the jungle to the west of the city. We await your orders.
What about that white woman back at the hotel? What about Flora?
She was but a small cog in the great wheel which has begun to turn.
Uh-huh. You know anything about a band of cutthroats around here?
Cutthroats?
Jungle bandits. Just got back from sacking a sacred temple over in Burma.
I would not know.
Ever hear of the pearl of great price? Well, did you?
I'm not a dealer in precious stones.
Look here, old boy. Your tongue says one thing, your eyes say something else.
You call me a liar?
Hey, put that pig sticker back in your robe. Take it easy. That's better.
Oh, but, Jack, the old boy's eyes...
Let it alone, will you, Reggie? Say, how about the temple? Can we get in?
It is forbidden.
What's to prevent us? Brambles all over the landscape. Half the walls have caved in.
It is forbidden.
Say, which side of the fence are you on?
The dog of an infidel who defiles the temple with his presence shall have his throat cut before the morning.
Take him, Reggie. That's a good boy. Tie him up.
Well, will we ever get out of this jungle now?
I don't know, but at least he's not going to keep us out of the temple.
I say, old boy.
Hold it, Reggie.
What now?
I heard an echoing footstep. Let me get a look around this next corner.
Well?
Easy. Someone's coming.
Get a look at him?
Yeah, dressed in a priest's robe, but there's a dagger in his belt and a pistol in his hand.
He's a man of peace, no doubt.
Listen. When he comes around the corner, jump him.
He's my man.
Ah, good. Quick. Drag him in here under this stairway.
Coming. Poking around these dank, cobwebby places makes me think of tarantulas and puff adders.
Yeah, that's good.
Hello. Ring of keys.
Great. Now we can go back and find out what's behind that locked door we had to bypass.
I say, Jack, we're not getting anywhere.
Well, we've had 3 hours in here without getting caught.
And if all the priests we put to sleep were laid end to end, the
Come on. Let's see where that big door leads to.
If there's a pearl of great price in this decrepit old temple, we've got about as much chance of finding it.
Take it easy. We may have to search for days.
And I suppose the priesthood will hold still for that.
Here, this is the door.
50 keys. Which one fits?
How about this? No. Then this ought to do just about it. Aha.
Well, I'll be blessed. I say, Jack, not so much noise.
Yeah, sounds like a jailhouse break. Too late now. Where do we seem to have got?
Sure. Blasted tunnel. Reed torches burning along the wall. Dirt underfoot.
Here, give me a flashlight.
Here you are.
Thanks. Here, look. Footprints of horses in the dirt.
Mighty small horses.
Tibetan ponies, the little ones. Either that or the small, shaggy burro.
Recently used, too.
I think we found something.
No doubt of it, but what?
I don't know. Maybe the hideout of the raiders.
Raiders?
The gang that robbed the Burmese temple.
Jove. The chappies with the pearl.
Could be.
Barely reed torches are all right for atmosphere, but they smoke like chimneys. Electricity much more practical.
Less light, the better for us.
Hello, Jack. Do I hear something? Listen.
Sounds like Santa Claus.
It does, doesn't it? Listen.
Coming from around the corner down the passage.
I'm getting closer, too.
Here they come.
Well, I say, Tibetan ponies with sleigh bells. Pack horses.
10 ponies. Every one of them packed to the running board.
Joe, Jack, could that be the loot from the temple?
I don't know. Doesn't seem to be guarded. Just one native priest guiding the lead pony by the halter.
Look on the sixth pony. Isn't that the girl?
A girl. Bound hand and foot and strapped to the pack saddle.
Well, is that our idea of chivalry? What's fair about that?
Here they come alongside. You clip the priest, I'll grab the pony's halter, and we'll just keep going.
Get him!
That's a good boy. Come on. We've got the spoils from the temple. We've got the whole thing right in this pony caravan.
I say, where are you taking us?
I'm taking us out to the west of the lost city to the elephant and camel caravan.
Oh, this pace is killing me.
We'll soon be there. I got it figured out.
What?
The reason this pony train had only one priest in the tunnel to guard it was because the bandits themselves weren't allowed in the temple.
Oh, I say, good deduction. We weren't supposed to be in there either.
Well, we caught him by surprise. The priest was delivering the caravan back to the bandits.
What, native priests and bandits working together?
Well, who knows which is which in this country.
Well, where were they going with it?
It's been hidden here since the Burmese temple was sacked. Our arrival probably made them nervous. They were going to move the booty to some safer place.
We grab it off first.
And that's the reason for getting to the elephant caravan fast. If the bandits find out that we grabbed off their loot, this jungle's not going to be fit for man or beast.
Yeah, but I knocked out the leader of our elephant trains. You don't think that chap's going to be on our side now, do you?
We'll give him a choice. He can still be on our side or get a hole in his head. And now look, Shandu, or whatever your name is, you got nasty with us and we had to take care of you while we worked. We apologize. We'll do whatever we can to make up for the insult of knocking you out, but you got to get your elephant caravan going and get us out of here.
I have been insulted. My ancestors have been insulted. My progeny have been insulted.
Look, old chap, here's $100 American. Doesn't that wipe out all the insults?
There is other things in the world besides money.
Look, can't you get it through your head? We've captured the whole pack train of loot from the Burmese bandits.
Ram Ray.
Yeah, you better say Ram Ray. Once they discover what we've done, they'll be on us like wild animals. They'll butcher your whole caravan.
I think you lie.
Reggie, go get the girl.
Be back with her in a shake?
Girl?
They had a Chinese or Burmese girl tied to one of the ponies.
Chinese or Burmese? You cannot tell the difference?
Ordinarily, yes. This time the girl seems to speak Chinese, but her looks are...
You have captured her? You have in your possession that
all
one?
right, honey. You're in safe hands.
The one. Mandar ki Devi ko namaskar ho. Namaskar ho.
先你咁用待我，呢啲人係邊個嚟？
उनको आपको बचा लिया है
呢條還未錯當呀！
मैं सफारी को चला देता हूँ
快啲嘢，快啲！
सफारी चला लो चलो
Mercy, what's going on?
快啲，冇乜時候啦！
Well, we certainly stirred things up. Are we getting underway?
The caravan starts in 5 minutes.
All right, Reggie. Cut those ropes off his wrist.
Righto. All right, hold out your hand. There.
What happened? What sold you on becoming our friend again?
You do not know this priceless one. This princess, Ye Devi.
你又幫我？
You mean this girl's someone of importance?
The pearl of great price.
I say. Well, how about that? We're looking for a piece of jewelry and come up with a Burmese princess.
Safari Tikai! Come, the elephant train is ready. Sir, step forward. The elephant will lift you with his trunk to the howdah.
Step right up, Reggie.
Oh, I say. Braced by an elephant. Look here now. Tell the brute to be careful. Look, Jack. Ruddy elevator.
It will be dark presently.
The marauders don't like the dark.
No one likes the dark in these jungles if he is wise.
What about us?
We have elephants. All jungle beasts are afraid of elephants. Major Packard, the elephant is ready.
The Burmese princess first.
Devi ji, aap haathi pe chadenge.
好，我同佢哋走。
Devi ko le lo.
Hey, Reggie, give the little lady a hand when she arrives up there.
Righto. Here she comes.
你死幫我！你咁落渣！
I say, Jack, he doesn't need the help. We've got a jungle cat on our hands.
If you please, Major Packard, the elephant will lift you now.
He's coming right up.
Here I come. How's that for elevator service, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome home. We've got the sides of the howdah rolled up, and with the sun down behind the jungle, it's not half bad.
Why doesn't old Shandu get the caravan on the way? Hey, let's get started.
Hariwala!
Well, we're moving off.
You ever see so much confusion? But we're on our way.
Living monkeys and jungle birds don't help him.
有敵人喺東方。
Now, I say, my dear, you may be the pearl of great price, but you'll have to talk plainer than that if you want my companionship.
Hey, listen. Shandu! Hey, Shandu, what's that fighting?
It is the enemy trying to break through.
The enemy?
It is the enemy trying to break through our rear guard. But they will not succeed. Our horsemen will hold them off for another half hour when it will be darkness. After that, we have nothing to fear.
That's great. If that's the case, we should be out of this jungle and back in the outpost of civilization in just 10 days.
It is an enchanting evening, is it not, Major Packard?
You were going to call me Jack, remember?
But it will be a pleasure.
Hey, Flora, tell me something. Does that Shiva temple over there go on with that Chinese flute like that forever?
You don't like it?
Not bad, but out here in the garden under an Indo-China moon with jasmine in my nostrils and a beautiful English girl on my arm.
Yes.
Well, you'll have to admit the Chinese flute isn't a Viennese waltz or moon music for an affair of the heart.
On the other hand...
Good. I just wanted to be sure.
Oh, Jack. Oh. Well. Where have you been all my life?
And to think, 10 days ago, I thought you betrayed us into the hands of the enemy in this very garden.
Forget business. We have something more important for this evening.
Poor Reggie.
Oh?
He's inside the hotel guarding the Burmese princess till their government sends officials to return her to the temple.
His fond of Burmese girls.
Not in the least. He's in there fuming because you and I are out here.
Poor boy. We must find some nice girl to help him enjoy his stay also.
Yes. Sahib Pakat? Who said that? So dark here.
There, by the banyan tree. What are you doing in this garden?
So, Solomon Sahib, it is important I deliver this message to Sahib Pakat.
Message?
This message, if you please.
You've delivered your message. Now leave.
I follow Mem Sahib's orders.
Here, hold this flashlight while I read this.
Who'd be sending you messages out here?
Listen to this. You are requested to return to London immediately for special assignment in connection with a $100 million diamond robbery. Signed, the 21 old men of 10 Gramercy Park.
Adventure. That's all you care about. You care nothing for a pretty woman. All you want is adventure.
Lady, I still have 24 hours to make you eat those words.
You have just heard I Love Adventure, a new Carlton E. Morse production featuring Michael Raffetto as Jack Packard and Tom Collins as Reggie York. Next week, International Incident Number 5, the $100 million manhunt, an affair of girls and nations resulting in a high adventure halfway around the world. Other players included Alma Lawton, Lal Chan Mehra, Donald Morrison, Everett Glass, Barbara Jean Wong, and Harry Lang. Sound effects were created by Fred Cole, Robert Conlon, and Ed Ludus. The Pearl of Great Price was written and produced by Carlton E. Morse. Organ music and effects by Rex Corey. Your announcer, Dresser Dahlstead. I Love Adventure came to you from Hollywood.
La-tee-tee-tee-too, la-too-too-tee-ta-too. Can you identify that beautiful voice? It belongs to me, Bert Parch, your MC on ABC's Stop the Music program. I might call you this Sunday evening to identify a tune. And if you have trouble naming it, I'll even sing it for you.
This is ABC, the American Broadcasting Company.
International Incident Number 5.
Jack Packard and Reggie York. Report to London at once for assignment in diamonds for the Dutch government. Signed, the 21 old men of 10 Gramercy Park.
I Love Adventure. The American Broadcasting Company presents a new Carlton E. Morse production featuring the international escapades of Jack, Doc, and Reggie. Tonight's incident brings you the $100 million manhunt.
All right, Cappy. 10 Gramercy Park and step on it.
Here you are. Keep the change. Come on, Reggie.
Back again, Mr. Packard and Mr. York.
Good morning. Back again, and a nice day for it.
It is indeed, sir. Won't you go right into the great reception hall?
Are the old boys waiting for us?
I believe they are, Mr. York. Right inside, please.
Righto. Jove, I never get over how that great door opens so loudly from the outside and closes without a sound from the inside.
The draperies have already been pulled from before the great mirror.
Which means we're about to go into session.
Come on, let's move down into the room a little, huh?
Gentlemen, welcome back to London.
Uh-oh.
You're both looking fit after your most successful engagement in returning the pearl of great price to her Burmese temple last week.
She didn't give us too much trouble.
I hope you'll have the same to report after today's assignment. But first, one word about your old ally, Doc Long.
I say, you have word of him?
A rumor has come into our possession that Doc Long is somewhere along the outer Mongolian border.
Then the red-headed Texan's still alive.
There seems to be that possibility. We will continue to follow up our lead. Now then, a matter of great concern to the Dutch nation has suddenly come to a head. I will let Meneer Van Huygens, our Holland representative, give you your orders.
This assignment involves the rape of my government's treasury of $100 million worth of diamonds and the circumvention of a group of unprincipled men who now possess them.
Where do we start?
First, the history of these gems. When the Germans swept into the Low Countries in 1940, the cities of Antwerp and Amsterdam were the diamond-cutting centers of the world. The bulk of the government's wealth in cut and uncut diamonds were in the vaults of those cities.
Quite. Nazi loot.
Exactly. They were taken to Berlin. After the defeat of Germany, they disappeared. $100 million in diamonds gone.
You have a trace of them now?
Perhaps. At least we have a clue. To intercept and recover them is your assignment.
Thank you, Dr. Van Huygens. Gentlemen, you have 1 hour in which to board the American transatlantic stratoliner for Paramaribo, Dutch Guiana. You will pose as James Perry and Albert Young, businessmen looking for mahogany. At the Amsterdam Hotel in Paramaribo, you will be awaited by a trustworthy agent. Further instructions will come from him.
So, Dutch Guiana, of all places.
That's all?
That is all, except this. Yours is a most dangerous and urgent mission.
Amsterdam Hotel, you said, senor?
That's right, driver. Is this it?
Si, senor. I will bring in your luggage.
Better nip in fast, Jack. Do you suppose this is a sample of the climate?
There you go.
Ah, made it, by Jove. You know, if somebody'd break a bottle of champagne over my head, I'd be launched. Oh, see. This isn't half bad. After that trip from the docks, music in the lounge and all that.
Senores?
Perry's my name. This is Mr. Young.
Oh, si, we received your wireless. Will you register, please?
Your bag, senores. Very small, a little wet.
Positively soggy. Here, keep the change.
Gracias, senor.
Here, Pedro, take those bags and show the gentleman to numero 21.
21?
Say, that is a familiar ring. 21 old
Hey,
man.
Reggie. Quiet.
Something wrong? Senor Barin selected the room. He is expecting you.
Senor Barin?
Yeah, of course. Will you let Senor Barin know we've arrived?
But that is not necessary, senores. His room adjoins yours. He is waiting for you.
I see. All right, bring the bags, Pedro. Come on, Reggie.
Still no answer?
If Senor Barin occupies the adjoining suite, he's either deaf or else he's stepped out.
Queer. If Brent Barin is our contact man from the 21 old men, he'd be on the job. I say, does it rain all the time in Dutch Guiana?
Not quite, but plenty.
Oh, look here, Jack. This French window opens on a covered veranda.
So what?
Well, if all the rooms on this side open out into the balcony, we might do a bit of prowling.
That makes sense. If Barin doesn't come to us, let's go to him, huh?
Jove, how the heavens do open up.
Here it is. Same type of French window as our room.
And it's unlocked.
Let's go in. Close the door.
Hey, Reggie. Reggie, come here.
What now?
Oh, look here. Dead.
Very dead. Knifed when his back was turned.
Do you suppose this is Baran?
Who else?
Now, who gives us our instructions?
Hey, don't take out your gun, but back me up.
Matter.
I've made a mistake.
I say, a little French dame.
No mistake if you were looking for Mr. Baran's room.
Oh, no, you don't.
Monsieur, let me go.
If you're a friend of Baran's, we want to talk to you. Come inside.
Let me go, please, monsieur.
Say, skittish, isn't she?
Take it easy. If you're a friend of Baran's, we want some information.
You are hurting my wrist. Please, monsieur.
Take a look on the floor over there.
Oh, mon Dieu. He's hurt.
He's dead.
Oh, then already I'm too late.
You came to warn him? You know who knifed him in the back?
Oh, no, monsieur. How do I know you are friends of his, monsieur?
We came here to meet him.
Were the men he was expecting? The men from London?
Yes, tell me, are you...
Oh, thank le bon Dieu, you're here, monsieur.
Then tell us what's going on here.
No, not here. I must go. I shall be missed.
Not so fast. Go where? Who'll miss you?
Please, monsieur, I must hurry. Come at 9 o'clock tonight to the Leiden Cafe. 9 o'clock for certain.
Now, just a minute.
Ow!
Stop her, Reggie!
Oh, sorry, Jack. She was too quick for me. What happened?
She sank her fangs into my hand.
I say, Jack, do you think there is such a place as the Leiden Cafe? And why 9 o'clock? What a business. Rain down our necks, police in our hair, and our contact man dead of knife poisoning.
Dutch police were very decent.
But not very helpful. I say, Jack, we're way out of town. The Leiden must be a Dutch Guiana version of an American roadhouse.
Police said it was out of town on the edge of some river.
We've been following a river for some time. We're completely out of touch with civilization. Why, say, there are lights on the left.
Yeah, we're turning in. Just right. Still a couple of minutes of 9.
This is the place, senores. The Leiden.
Here you are, driver.
Gracias, senor.
Come on, Reggie. Let's get in out of this rain.
Sure. Colorful, eh?
There's an empty booth over there. Come on.
Jack, did you ever see such a conglomeration of races?
A little bit of everything. Even an Indian.
What's funny about that? They owned this country once.
No, I mean an East Indian, a Hindu. High caste, too. Over there with the turban.
Oh, yeah. Oh, a handsome Johnny, too.
Nothing handsome about the rest of them.
Jack, I think we've been had.
Yeah, doesn't look too good.
Oh, here comes a waiter.
Looks more like a footpad.
What'll it be, mates?
Gin and tonic for me.
Just bring me tonic water.
This ain't no tourist dump, mates. Or maybe you're waiting for somebody.
Oh, no. Why?
Nothing? Nothing at all, mates. Be right with you.
Listen, Reggie. Either this is a trap or something's gone wrong.
There's certainly no sign of our French girl.
If it comes to a row, we'll shoot out those hanging lamps. We'll have a chance in the dark.
Half a dozen of the boys have moved in between us and the door.
There's another door. They're at the other end of the bar.
Now, say, Jack, we can get behind the bar at this end if we have to. Let the boys slug it out among themselves in the dark.
But don't get separated.
No fear. Now, here come the drinks.
Here you are, mates.
Thanks. Here you are.
Keep your money. This here's on the house.
What do you mean, on the house?
It means you're our blinking guest. Till the boss gets here. That's what I mean.
Oh, I see. What do you think of that, Reggie?
Here's what I think of it.
That takes care of the light there. Hey, Reggie, are you with me?
Right behind you, old boy. Keep going.
Duck down. Here we go, behind the bar.
Hey, what's the place? Interference, Jack?
All right, Reggie. That was the bartender.
Listen to those blighters slugging each other out there in the dark.
Here's the door.
My word, but it's dark out here.
And a good thing, too, or they'd have seen that door open.
Oh, say, this must lead to the second floor.
Quick, Reggie. Up those stairs. Quick. Right. Easy on the steps.
Right now, old boy. It's like running about inside a coal bin.
Anywhere except into that lighted room at the end of the hall.
Here,
try this one. Close the door softly, Reggie.
Though I'd like to get my hands on that little French girlfriend we were to meet here.
She certainly led us into a trap. The window shades seem to be drawn. Maybe we could use a little light, huh? See where we are.
Here's the light switch.
Good. Yeah, that's better.
Hey, Reggie, look here. By Jove, the French girl.
Trussed up and gagged. Untie her, Reg, while I take off the gag. There.
Oh, monsieur. You? Oh, mon
Mon Dieu, this is a miracle. You are alive.
There. Here, let me help you.
Oh, merci.
Maybe I owe you an apology after all, mademoiselle.
Madame, monsieur. Madame Barin.
Barin? He was your husband?
Oui. I have worked with him from the beginning. Some of the enemy found out and...
The enemy?
There is a group of international gangsters. They killed my husband. Now they tie me up.
No wonder you didn't keep your appointment.
And you know what we came here to find out from your husband?
Oui, monsieur. But of course.
Do you know your way around this rabbit warren, a place where we can hide out or at least get away safely?
Oui, monsieur. But we must hurry. What you seek is here, in this place. And if we fail, it will be gone forever.
I hear water. Is that the river?
Oui, monsieur. I approach you underground to the boathouse. The river is behind the cafe. There's a boat landing outside.
A perfect hideout. Well, I say, it stopped raining for a change.
Okay, now bring us up to date quickly, madame.
Please. Not madame. I am Emily to all you are my friends.
Well, that's us. Friends of all beautiful women.
Hey, cut it out, Reddy. Emily, what's the story?
You saw the Hindu in the cafe?
Yeah, we saw him.
They call him Your Highness. I think that man killed my husband.
What makes you think so?
Always my husband used to say to me wherever we were. In Berlin, in Marseille, in Tunis, Tangier, Algiers. Everywhere he said, Emily, ma chérie, someday India will come to us, or we will go to India. When that happens, it will be the end of the trail.
That fits. Reggie, now it's beginning to make sense.
What is?
India diamonds. There's only one place in the world where $100 million in diamonds could be sold and disappear forever, and Baran knew it.
By Jove. India. Those blighters hoard gold and
Oui,
gems.
monsieur. I heard my husband say so.
Well, then you think our Hindu Johnny's the buyer?
Either that or he's an agent.
And that is why I know he killed my husband.
No, it wasn't any Hindu who killed Baran.
But my husband, he said...
The knife that killed your husband wasn't an Indian knife. More than that, it was wielded by a small person. Someone who didn't know much about the trick of killing with a knife.
How would you know all...
Listen.
Hey, the boat.
Sounds like it's coming up to the boathouse.
Watch it.
I will look and see who it is.
Be careful.
Carl! Luigi!
Hey, what are you doing?
They are friends, monsieur. Come. Be careful of the steps down to the boat landing.
Say, looks like we're in luck.
We could use a little help.
Carl, a bonheur, mon ami.
Emily, who are these men?
They are the men we expected, Carl. And be careful.
Oh. So, surround these men.
Yeah, what's going on? Another trap.
Keep your hands where they are. Luigi, take their weapons. Ali, Hans, shoot if they move.
We taking this deck?
How about that? Tricked by the same girl twice.
Tie them securely. They are dangerous men. Already the other gang has arrived. They bound and gagged me and tried to kill these two, but they escaped and saved me. Take no chance with these men.
A Portuguese gang has come to the Leiden Cafe?
They are inside now. They have a trap set for you. They were holding me as hostage. These men got me out.
And so you thank us by making us prisoners.
Quiet. Emily, they did not make you talk about that cache of diamonds.
Carl, these men have ears.
They will not be able to use them for long. Hans, Ali.
Yeah.
Load these men into the boat.
You're quite a girl, Emily.
You are nothing to me.
Quiet. Load these men into the boat. Take them up the river. Feed them to the piranha.
Yeah, food for the fish.
Reggie.
Yes, Jack?
You're lying on my feet.
Oh, sorry, old boy. So dark I can't tell where I'm lying.
Still tied up tight as ever.
I can't move a muscle. Between the ropes and the bilge water in the bottom of this tub, I'm doing rather badly.
Can you feel my right foot when I move it?
Yeah, right in the small of my back.
See if you can reach it with your fingers. There's a safety razor blade slipped in between the sole.
Well, they're all for old razor blades. Why don't I think of things like that?
Never mind that. Do you feel it?
Just a moment. There.
You got it?
I have indeed.
Roll over here, back to back. Maybe you can cut my wrists free.
Right.
Hey, hold it.
Quiet down there.
Keep sawing, but keep it quiet.
It's going to take a minute. Hey, Jack, what's this piranha business?
What about him?
Well, that Chef Carl. He said throw us to the piranhas.
Oh, devilish little fish about the size of sardines. Millions of them in these South American rivers. Most voracious animal alive. Anything falls in the river and the piranhas swarm like flies. Seen an animal or man to the bone in 60 seconds.
Happy little critters, aren't they?
Hey, how you coming? They're slowing down. Any luck?
Just around the next bend in the river, Hans. That'll be far enough.
Try now, old boy. A little more, Reggie. How's that? I got it. Give me the razor blade. Now these ropes on my ankles. Now for you.
This is good enough. Throw over the anchor.
That's it. Now my legs. There. Now come on, you blighters.
Lie still and lay you down in the cockpit, Reggie. Play possum.
Come on, Hans. All board with them. Yeah, time to feed the fish.
Now, Reggie. With pleasure. Now, that's one of them. And here's number 2. Jack, that second man didn't try out.
He couldn't. He was knocked cold. Tried to catch him, but he went over the side.
Listen to those fish fighting.
I'm glad it's dark. It wouldn't be a pretty sight.
I say, Jack, come on, let's get out of here. This place gives me the willies.
I'll get the motor and head back downstream. Hey, Reggie, there's something that sticks in my mind.
I know. Those ruddy fish?
No. The way that French girl Emily looked at that fellow Carl. A new widow just doesn't have that sort of look in her eyes.
So, you mean she really isn't Barin's widow?
I don't know. But I do know this. She'd double-cross her own mother if it was profitable.
Well, here we are back at our jolly old hotel. Looks better in the sunshine. What now?
Well, we start all over again. This is where we came in. Hello, new girl at the room clerk's desk.
Pretty, too.
I'll take care of that department. You relax.
Listen to the man.
Si, senores. What may I do for you, please?
That comes later. May we have the key to our room?
You are registered here?
Perry's my name. This is Mr. Young.
Si. We were expecting you. But you will have to register, please.
We've already registered. Early last night, room 21.
Oh, I will see. There is no record, senores.
But that's queer. Perry and Young, room 21.
Perry, Young.
Hello, how are you?
Name is Malcolm. Where have you been all night? Mom, but I've been fair worried about you. Come upstairs.
Now, just a minute. This is another trap we...
Now, you're right to be suspicious, but perhaps these credentials will satisfy you.
I don't know. I should think so.
All right, we'll go up with you, Mr. Malcolm.
Come in, gentlemen.
Well, say, Jake, that's our luggage.
Aye, I had it brought in here. Hoping against hope you'd be back.
You had a bad bet most of the time.
Look here, Malcolm. If you're the man the 21 old men sent us down here to contact, why was Barin waiting for us?
Well, apparently the Barins intercepted the 21 old men's wireless and arranged to dispose of you under my nose.
The Barin? Then the French girl was his wife.
Emily? Aye, she's Barin's widow. Either she or Barin himself must have intercepted the radiogram today.
By Jove, I remember now. That girl clerk at the desk last night.
What about her?
Well, not the same one who's on duty now. She wore dark glasses, had a funny hairdo, kept her head down. That must have been Emily, faking Spanish.
I thought she looked familiar, but I couldn't place her. It was Emily.
That's why we were never registered.
That explains it. Emily pretended to check you in and then destroyed the registration card. You were just meant to vanish.
What kind of hotel management is that?
This is South America, Mr. Packard. Everything is pretty sketchy. Anyway, by the time I learned you were here, you had gone out to the Leiden Roadhouse. Hopped into a jeep and went out there. The place was a shambles.
They did it with their own little hot hand.
And you had disappeared. My orders were strictly against calling in the police. All I could do was wait.
But Barin, who killed him? And who are the Barins?
I can only answer one of those questions. The Barins own the Leiden. They built it 3 years ago.
No wonder Emily knew the secret passage.
The Leiden holds many secrets. Among them, the hiding place of the stolen treasure.
But you don't know who killed Barin.
That is still a mystery.
I could make a good guess with you. But who are Carl and Luigi? Those names have any significance to you?
Why do you ask that?
They arrived at the roadhouse by boat with a dozen plug uglies. They tried to liquidate us.
That completes the picture. Carl and Luigi are the other members of the original Barin gang. They are the men who smuggled the $100 million loot out of Berlin.
And there must be 2 sets of international crooks. That's what Emily meant about a second gang having arrived.
Hello, as the Portuguese gang arrived in the sea.
Yeah, they tied up Emily at the roadhouse and laid a trap for Carl and the rest of the Barin boys.
You know, there seem to be international hoodlums under every rock these days.
What about the Hindu, Malcolm? Emily called him His Highness.
I trailed him and Barra here from Spain. I knew eventually they'd lead me to the diamonds. That was when I cabled 10 Gramercy Park for help.
His Highness is able to buy $100 million worth of diamonds?
Not only able, but eager.
Probably willing to deal with whichever gang ends up with the stone, huh? Hey, did you say you have a Jeep, Malcolm?
I have that.
Then come along. We've wasted enough time.
Where now, Jack?
Back to the Leiden.
Back to the battlefront, men. Let's have at 'em.
We must be nearly there.
Right around the next turn, just ahead.
Then run the Jeep off the road into these woods. We'll sneak up.
We'll have cover almost to the buildings.
Come on. Must be just a few yards through the trees.
I say, you chaps smell smoke?
Well, now you mention it.
Hey, look. Dead bodies. 2, 3, 4 of them.
Some of the Portuguese gang.
Look here. Here's one of Barin's boys. I remember his face.
What's that? Come on. It means we're in time. Here we are, on the edge of the woods. Hold it.
So, well, the two gangs must have had a private war.
Look, the Leiden house has been burned.
How about that? War to the death in the jungle.
Gang battle and burned out. Nothing but the chimney and the concrete foundations.
There are more signs of battle. Those men sprawled out there.
Well, they're not taking a nap. But which side won?
We'll soon know. Don't forget that dynamite blast we just heard.
You mean they were blasting for the treasure?
Here they come. Keep back out of sight.
Uh-oh. Here's our girl, Emily, and Carl. Wonder where Luigi is.
Emily's directing her men to go into the ruins. The treasure's in there, Packard. It's lost forever. The place must have been an inferno.
Don't you believe it? Emily knows what she's doing.
Positively. And I'll bet money that explosion we just heard blasted open the cement foundation.
Of course. She and Barra must have concealed the treasure in the foundation when they built this place 3 years ago.
Hey, look. Down on the river by the boathouse.
I say, a yacht. An ocean-going yacht.
Right, the Lacana, Bombay. Train your field glasses on her, Malcolm.
I will do.
Can you make out anything?
Aye. It's Manbalaskars, Hindus, East Indians.
Our Indian potentate ship.
Aye, he's on the bridge, watching through glasses.
Hey, here comes Emily with Carl and their men from behind that cement wall.
Oh, they're carrying something. It looks like a footlocker.
Good. Now listen, you two. The Maharaja is quite willing and able to buy the treasure, but I don't believe he'll have any part of a fight. And the 3 of us can handle Emily and her gang.
We haven't a prayer if the Indian and his men come ashore.
That's a chance we'll have to take.
Yeah, there they come with the second footlocker.
All the jewels are in those 2 cases. I know that much.
And it's time for us to move in. Malcolm, cover us with your rifle, yeah?
Hurry.
All set, Reggie?
Ready and willing.
Let's go!
They're coming!
Stand over there! Shoot them quick! Fight them all!
Good work, Malcolm. Keep it up. Wade into him, Reggie.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, that does it. 2 old commandos are still with a ton of beef. Oh, look out, Jack, behind you.
I'll kill you! Let me go, I kill you!
Emily, stop it, you little cat. Give me that knife.
I say bite you!
Oh, give me that knife. Is this the dirt you used to knife your husband in the back because you were in love with Carl?
You lie.
You want to bet on it?
Luigi's over there. He's shot in the back.
Yeah, Emily and Carl are going to have it all to themselves.
Too bad, honey. Boyfriend's gone bye-bye.
Canaille! Dog!
Jack, the yacht. It's pulling out in a midstream. His Highness doesn't want any part of this.
Let him go. We got what we came for.
Senor Packard. You are giving me much pleasure this evening.
Yeah, that's my line.
So?
Sure, always let the man be the first to say he's grateful.
But you are so brave. So very much a man. How is a girl going to keep still when her heart sends the words to her lips?
Look, are you sure you're only the desk clerk at the Amsterdam Hotel here in Paramaribo?
You do not think so?
You're much too pretty and much too facile with your pretty words. You could do better than being a receptionist.
Oh, you will take me with you?
Well,
But a man who has captured international gangsters and have saved $100 million worth of diamonds. You can do anything.
is that so now?
See, you could take me to the Riviera and make me a very glamorous woman. Or you could take me to Hollywood and make me a beautiful movie Oh, the actress.
Just a minute.
But you say yourself that I should not hide away down here in Paramaribo.
But I'm a man about the world, not a Hollywood agent.
Ah, senor, you do this one little thing for
Oh,
me.
hello, Jack, old boy.
Oh, Reggie, where'd you pop from? Here, sit down.
No, send him away.
I say, is that polite?
Here, sit down.
Well, matter of fact, can't do it. Here, read this cablegram.
What's the matter now?
Please, you will take me with you.
Uh-oh. Jack Packard and Reggie York. You are requested to return to London immediately for special assignment in connection with the kidnapping of a girls' finishing school.
What? Somebody's run off with a girls' finishing school. How do you like that?
Signed, the 21 old men of 10 Gramercy Park.
Please, I am much more interesting than a silly schoolgirl.
Yeah, I'll bet you are, sweetheart, but get your hat, Jack. The Transatlantic Air Express is holding teeth for us.
For me, too?
Afraid not.
How in blazes do you kidnap a girls' finishing school?
Look, are you going to let this Englishman come between us?
Goodbye, honey. Next time I'm in Paramaribo, remind me to find out your name.
So, senor, you are a wolf. A wicked American wolf, and I spit upon you.
Come on, Wolf. The 21 old graybeards are calling.
You have just heard I Love Adventure, a new Carlton E. Morse production featuring Michael Raffetto as Jack Packard and Tom Collins as Reggie York. Next week brings International Incident number 6, entitled The Girls' Finishing School Kidnapping, an affair ranging from the Adriatic to the mountain fastness of Tibet. This evening, the spokesman was played by Everett Glass, Van Huygens by Louis Van Ruten, Emily by Lillian Bayot. Don Morrison played the Mexican, Lal Chan Mera was Ali, Dan O'Herlihy was the Cockney waiter, Alma Lawton was the Spanish room clerk, and Russell Thorson played Carl. The $100 Million Manhunt was written by Carlton E. Morse with John Paul Schofield. Organ music and effects by Rex Corey. Your announcer, Dresser Dahlstedt.
And that, my ladies and gentlemen, is all that we currently have for I Love Adventure, I Love Mystery, and Adventures by Morse. We will have a few more episodes, about 20 more, later this evening, starting at around midnight Eastern Time, going all day tomorrow, as we will have that and Adventures of Sam Spade, a detective radio series, going almost all day tomorrow. In the meantime, we're going to end this stream for now. Start up with a game in a little while, maybe Jagged Alliance, the original. We will see. So, thank Haunted Treebeard, T-Wood Capybara, Joker Foxtrot, and everyone else who joined us. And thank you thank you for the recent resubscription by T-Wood Capybara. Thank you also to Lara Crocus for the follow yesterday, and Andy _headband and B Machine 19 for the follows. Much appreciate y'all. We will talk to you soon. There's also a link in the chat. I'm going to post it right now. For charity, if you'd like to donate to the American Cancer Society, please do so. It will help. Any donations made will help to pay for people's treatments who cannot afford it. It will also help to fund new research and development of new ways of treating cancer, and also provide beds and much needed equipment for hospitals. So please do subscribe. Please do rather make a donation. It's a one-time fee. It goes directly to them. I don't see any of it. And in this case, it goes directly to American Cancer Society. And it will be well worth it. May one day help save the life of, dare I say, my girlfriend, and my dad, and any other people out there. my best, maybe I shouldn't call her my girlfriend yet, but my bestest friend Alex is suffering from cancer in the past, and she's kicked its butt, but there's always that chance of it coming back. My dad's been fighting lung cancer, and one of my bestest friends, other bestest friend, Jack, he passed away from it a year or so ago. So please, any donations will help other people in the future. Even if you're not suffering from cancer, you or one of your family members may in the future. So this donating to American Cancer Society is a way of protecting your future as well as the future of your children and other people, in my opinion. So thank you. We're going to end this stream now, and we'll be back in a little while. Bye. Thank you so much, everybody.